obviously hear the messages or whatever, and everyone thinks you're crazy.
And maybe he is just crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's manifesting it himself.
Yeah. There you go.
But
It
baby.
makes up a god.
Yeah.
It was like, I've never heard of them before.
Bradley Fisher!
Yeah, he's pretty new. He's a up and comer.
Oh, it's a Kuatoa all over again.
Oh god, yeah, Kieran, be a Kuatoa fucking warlock. There you go, sorted.
Bad shepherd!
Alright, is everyone ready to begin?
Yay.
Yes.
Yes. Right, so, in the last session of Curse of Strahd, you began outside Argynvost'Ra after Nigel refused Strahd's invitation to dinner. However, there was still the matter of what to do with Nigel's father-in-law, who still claimed that it was not possible that Nigel could be alive, since he had killed him himself. After much deliberation, with advice from your companions and Farrah revealing her troubled past in an effort to comfort Nigel, you eventually decided it would be best to take him with you and leave his fate directly in your hands. After resting within the mansion, you signalled Casimir and met him upon the bridge near Valaki before making your way to the winery. However, upon your arrival, you discovered that your companions here had been either badly wounded or killed, with Elvir, Stefania and Irina all falling victim to the attacks of Strahd's minions. You discussed with Van Richten about bringing the wounded back to Argynvost'Ra, seeing as it is seemingly the only true safe place left in Barovia. This stirred the unconscious Davian Martikov, who informed you that if you would keep his remaining family safe, then he would order his spy network to watch over you. And furthermore, he revealed that his spies had uncovered something within Castle Ravenloft. A great heart that lies in one of the spires that grants Strahd some sort of protection. Finally, after spending the night near the winery and saying goodbye to lost friends, you returned to Yester Hill, and Farrah experienced a vision as she placed the red gem within the ground and the circle of stones. Lightning and thunder struck across the sky, seemingly at random, and you all got the sense that something powerful had been returned to the land. However, from within the standing stones you saw a great pool of blood begin to form, and from within you saw an awful monstrosity appear, familiar to you as the aberration bear that Farrah had transformed into before. However, this time Farrah had also transformed into a huge brown bear with druidic markings across her body, and you readied yourselves for combat. So that is where we begin our session. Let me quickly move you over to Limap. And let us get straight into ye olde combat music. This one. Actually, no, let's do this one.
Wait, what?
Everything alright?
I can't remember going to combat.
Well, it was right at the very end. As you saw the aberration bear rise up out of the ground in a bloody pool, and then Farrah transform into a bear before you.
Okay.
So, quickly sort the map out. On my end.
I feel like I'm getting
I might have
crazy
to
now.
give my bear some vision because I cannot see.
Oh yes, I will do that right away for you. In fact, I just turn off the vision on this map. Dynamic lighting off. There you go. Right, so if everyone wants to roll initiative for me.
Yep.
Just so you know, this guy at the back is Casimir.
Oh
I
shit.
changed his token slightly to make it look a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, we got good initiative. as
Ooh.
well. Let me roll for EOD. It's the die bear. Oh, fuck it, roll 2. So everyone, Ilkaas, Cal, Meadhan, Nigel, Crystal, and I think I'm just waiting on Farrah. Farrah?
Trying. Lagging like hell.
I'll take the first roll.
Okay. I think it did it.
It did. Right. Up first is the Crystal. I will also add the round thing on because we always forget this. Round number. And I'll put a little +1. Okay.
Right, so you got a dire bear.
Yeah, so you got this awful dire bear that has started to run towards Farrah, who is in big bear form. That you've never seen her transform into before. Not that the Crystal would particularly care, I imagine.
Not bothered, mate. Oh, quite far away. Hmm. I'm gonna run over here. As a dash. And then do a bonus action dodge. That's my plan.
Okay. I'll put the little dodgy old symbol on you. At the end
Is
of
this pretty
Helen's
much-
turn... Oh, sorry, go on, Steph.
I was going to say, is this pretty much the exact same thing that we fight whenever Farrah had a freaky dream?
Exactly, yes.
Oh.
So it's going to use one of its legendary actions to move up to its speed. It's only 30 feet.
Really? Was it not 40?
Nope, 30 feet.
Okay.
This thing's like much bigger than your average bear and more cumbersome. That Casimir is going to... What would he do?
Go on, Kaza.
Yeah, this is too fun. He's gonna move. Can he get up next to Nigel?
Is this
That's
ring
far.
like a large stone wall or kind of like a smaller...
It ranges in height from about 3 feet to about 5 feet. It goes sort of up and down. It's like very rocky. Casimir is going to walk up to you, Cal, and he says, "You best get in there quickly." And he's going to cast Fly on you.
Oh!
Alright! Fuck.
Which,
Go.
Yeah. I'll put it in the chat just so you know. Get a flying speed of 60 feet.
Amazing.
He is concentrating.
Nice.
And that is his turn. At the end of his turn, the dire bear will use another legendary action to get another 30 feet. And then it's its turn, so he gets all its legendary actions back.
Ah, fuck.
Oh,
We got played.
And it's going to, on its turn, it is going to attack Farrah.
yeah.
Actually, no, it's
Stefan.
going to make 3 attacks against you. The first attack is an 18 to hit,
Ooh.
Yup.
dealing 13 points of piercing damage.
Oof. Yep.
Second attack is a 20 to hit, dealing 11 points of slashing damage. And the third attack is a natural 20 for 22 points of damage.
Alright, someone add that up for me.
22 plus 11 is 33, plus 13 is 46 points of damage.
Well,
That is its turn, though. Nigel, it's your go.
Well, I think it's time to rage.
Rawr!
We hadn't had a... Oh no, it's alright. Don't worry. It's all good. Right.
Roll your d8 first.
No, I'm doing a thing.
It might make you easier if you teleport.
Oh yeah, it might.
Oh yeah!
Well, what are they?
What'd you get?
7.
7.
Clump.
It
Not a
doesn't.
stump.
It doesn't make it easier. Flowers and vines temporarily grow around you until your rage ends. The ground within 15 feet of you is difficult terrain only for your enemies. That's something.
I mean, that does kind of help.
I'll put a little radius on him.
So Nigel rages out, and all these little flowers grow around him.
It's pretty boss ass, if you ask me.
Boss Ness.
If I click, like here,
The planet core. Sorry.
this one is the bad one, right?
Yes. The one with all the...
That one's Farrah.
Yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
correct, yeah.
Okay.
Hit the right one.
He's gonna witch bolt the other one.
Oh yeah.
Afraid you cannot do that because you're raging.
Oh no.
What?
You can't cast spells when you're raging, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, 'cause it's concentration. Damn. Then I'm gonna chuck a javelin at it.
Okay.
I only have the one javelin. That was why I was trying to avoid doing that, but never mind.
Well.
Oh
10 unfortunately misses.
yeah, thought so. Never mind. And I only have one javelin, so
Okey-doke.
bye bye javelin.
Go pick it up after. Right,
Oh, yeah,
at
true.
the end of Nigel's turn, it's going to use one of its legendary
Oh,
actions and make a claw attack against Farrah. 26 to hit. For
Yup.
12 points of slashing damage.
Yup. There's dead.
Sorry,
And-
dead.
Bear's gone. Farrah comes back.
Back to Farrah.
Ah,
Adjust your size.
I mean, it was cool to look at.
Meadhan, is your go.
Hello. Okay, so yeah, he's gonna move on in. I think to about down here. Well, with no bear form, that changes the plan a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. Nah, not really. Yeah, let's just rage, and I'm close enough to smack it, aren't I?
I don't know, the dimensions on this map are
Yeah, it went a little bit funny.
about 10 feet away.
Yeah, alright. I won't move.
You are
In that case,
raging though,
I
correct?
will.
Or not.
What is it? Rage is either you take damage or you deal damage. Or it'll end. Attacks. Oh no, you don't have to deal it, you just have to attack something.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's rage. And I will hold an action to hit it should it get in range.
Okey doke. Need Hanny Ragey.
Yeah, let's do that.
Right, holding his action. Farrah, you're up next. I know it looks like Ilkaas, but she's on the GM now.
Can I turn to the bear again?
Of course you can, yeah?
Yeah. So she just looks down at her hands and stuff, and it's like, shit, what did I just turn into? And she's gonna try and do it again.
Okay. We'll move it back to the token layer. And you can
Yep.
adjust its HP and stuff. I'll move regular Farrah out the way. Oops.
Yep.
You can control it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
Whoops, that's my fault. Sorry. There you go.
It's bonus action, so I still get to attack. Bear makes 2 attacks.
Does indeed.
Right, 2, and one of them's not a bonus action, so I get to do both.
Yeah, I guess Chris got multi attack.
Yeah, so let's bite him. Or not.
It wouldn't have been with advantage. You might have to. Let me just quickly
How do I
change
turn
that.
it?
It's my fault. I have to change it quickly for you. Advantage toggle, whisper toggle. There you go.
It's like the scene out of Brave where the mama bear fights the evil bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that film, but I fell asleep before it happened.
Oh, it's like, I love that film.
It's a good film. And I would just take the 8, and 8 does miss.
Okay. And claw. And it misses.
Oh.
Unfortunately, misses as well.
Okay. It's cool.
At the end of your turn, the Abomination Bear will use another legendary action to make
Yep.
a claw attack against you. 15?
Yep.
11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Ilkaas.
Ilkaas will cast Ice Storm because he doesn't know what the fuck's going on with this bear. Like, centered on that, and it's 20 feet out.
Okay. So like, kind of like this? Is that alright?
Yeah.
So, it must make a dex save. Ooh,
So
12.
it fails. So it takes that much bludgeoning damage, and that much cold damage.
Better than that though, 20 points of damage. Check something. Oop. Okie doke. Nice big hit on it.
So imagine like this, is there clouds, they just part and this massive meteorite just slams down
Yeah.
next to the... And he looks around, he's like, what's going on?
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, the bear will use its last legendary action to make another claw attack. Whoops, hit the wrong thing. 13?
Still hits.
Ooh.
For 17 points of slashing damage.
Well,
Cal, it's your go.
Was Cal, I can't remember, forgive me, who Farrah told her story to. Was it to everyone?
Just to Nigel.
Oh, okay, so then Cal doesn't know either.
Yeah.
So yeah, when Ilkaas says that, Cal just draws his scimitar, points it at that one and says, "Bad bear," points it at this one, says, "Good bear," and then flies off into the he can't quite get there, so he's gonna 60 feet fly.
Man, I
Bit off
imagine
the
he looks
ground.
so fucking cool with his cape fluttering in the wind.
Whoosh. He'll get to there. He'll use a bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on the big bear.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Vengeance Paladin.
Love it.
I'll do that.
That's so cool.
It's gonna roll a dice, but it doesn't need to. And I'm concentrating on that. And then he will use his action to dash
Yeah.
to get in range of it. Actually, no. Let's get some damage while we're here. He'll use the... Fuck. It's a bit too swappy. Yeah, no. He'll dash to get in range.
Okay.
And I'll make sure he's giving Farrah buff in range.
Nice. Up next is the Crystal, who is no longer dodging.
What a waste of a key point. Okie dokie, let's probably. I'm gonna run behind it.
Yeah, the box is difficult terrain.
A difficult terrain?
Yeah, because of Ilkaas's ice thing.
Oh,
Whoopsie.
there we go. Should have paid more attention.
But you can go through friendlies. You go over here, maybe. I don't know. Don't know how fast you move.
Let me just quickly. I'll just go. Oh, I suppose if I go here, I'll be flanking, wouldn't I?
No, you would not, because Meadhan is actually
No.
quite far.
Geez, Meadhan.
Sorry.
Him and his stubby legs.
Well, I'll do it anyway. Whatever. And then I'll do some punching. Yeah, let's punch this bear.
20 definitely hits.
Yay!
6 plus your d8. 8 points of damage.
Yeah, let's do another punch.
26 definitely hits as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another 13 points. So that is... Mass, hold on. That much. Anything else?
Bonus dodge.
Bonus dodge. The old dodge symbol on you.
Thank you.
Casimir. He is going to move up to Ilkaas. Just let me check something. Not okay, cool. He'll look to Ilkaas and says, "Good idea." And he's also going to cast Ice Storm.
Oh.
Mm.
He's going to cast it
Storm Bros.
here. And Diabear's got to make a dex save. Pretty sure that passes. Yep, definitely does. So he takes half of this, I believe. Ooh, not bad though. So 5, 6, so 11 points of damage. Alright, that is his turn. It's the Diabear's turn.
Big boy.
Since everyone's here, let's quickly just measure some stuff.
Oh, he's gonna do a spin attack.
Strahd's gonna come out and be like, "Oh, she met my pet bear."
He is going to use his intimidating roar. Can Meadhan,
Oh.
Farrah, Cow, and the Crystal all please make a wisdom saving throw for me?
What?
Farrah and the crystal get +2 extra.
Yes.
Was it wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw, yeah.
Ow.
Oh.
If anyone wants to use any inspiration, then let me know. Otherwise, I assume no.
Do you want to give me one?
No.
Oh, Lewis,
Yeah.
the bear should have taken 3 more damage because it didn't have the cold affinity.
Oh, you're right. Thank you. So anyone who got less than a 16 is
God's sake.
frightened of the bear.
Wait, sorry, was I supposed to do that as
No,
well?
you weren't, Anja. It's fine.
Okay,
You're
sorry.
far enough away.
That's good.
So that means you've got disadvantage on all attack rolls against the bear until the effect ends. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. Also, Farrah and Cal, you are immune to the effect now.
Yeah.
That is its turn, but it does get its legendary actions back.
Oh, well.
Nigel, it's your go.
Yay! Go, Nigel boy. So he's gonna go to here. What are these boxes about, by the way?
They are difficult terrain. They are a bunch of ice, basically.
Alright, okay. I should be able to get there. And then we're going to make 2 Doomathoin's Wrath attacks on this bloody bear.
Okie doke.
So my first one.
Definitely
22.
hits.
Boof.
Holy fucking
19.
shit.
Jesus. Love it.
The real bear has entered the fight.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. That was your first attack!
Yeah. And the second one.
Yeah, that
21?
hits.
Uh-oh.
17.
Holy shit. Oh, I took so much damage! I don't know how
Remember-
damage felt with Blam.
Yep. Blam had fucking great weapon master as well. It's just
Yeah.
like 30 damage on the first attack and 35 on the second. It's like, oh god.
Right, so that is Nigel's turn. At
Mhm.
the end of Nigel's turn, it will use one of its legendary actions. And it is going to attack Farrah
Yep.
with its claws. Oh, I fucking pressed the wrong one again. Oh, also, I forgot to say before, but it's going to use its reaction when Nigel hit it. I forgot to do this before. To use its bone shards. Nigel, you take this much piercing damage. So half, so 4 points of piercing damage to you.
Nice try, bloody bear.
Farrah, you take 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Meadhan, it's your go.
So he's frightened. Is that right? That's what he's
You are frightened, yeah. Sorry, I'll put a little symbol on you.
And just out of range. How convenient.
Incredible. Just standing there raging.
Yeah. I mean, some spells and well, I
Which I think will
could
drop at the end of this turn, right?
It will, yeah.
at the end, yeah, because I can't deal any damage. And quick, someone hit me. Yeah, as well as I just take that from out. God, that's really annoying. Right.
You not got any ranged weapons?
Yeah. Do we not remember the dragon?
Oh yeah, your javelins. You can throw a javelin.
I could. Yeah, go on then.
Keep your rage up.
Yeah.
Oh, it would. Yeah, that works. If I hit,
Disadvantage.
which I won't.
You don't even need to hit as long as you attack.
Alex Frighten gives you a disadvantage, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
Alright, let's lob one of them.
Oh, but not 20.
Ouch.
Yeah, the 8 unfortunately does
Ouch.
miss. But it does keep your rage up.
Oh yeah, because I don't have to. Oh, I keep forgetting how it
Don't have
works.
to hit, yeah.
Thanks, Tom.
Anything else?
I might just blow my bardic inspiration quickly on. Let's go Farrah. Yeah, standing next to Farrah, big bear Farrah, and he's raging, so give a big pat on the back. It's like, yeah,
Okay.
oh yeah.
At the end of Meadhan's turn, it will use another legendary action, and this time it's going to try and hit Cal. A 22 to hit
Yeah.
for 12 points of slashing damage.
12. Conjuring.
Nice. Farrah, it's your go.
Bonus action heal.
Mm-hmm.
With a.
Spell slot.
Let's go with a 3rd level spell. Fourth level. Fuck it.
Automatically the maximum amount because of your new
Oh.
bear thing.
Oh yeah. Nice.
32.
Yeah. Yeah. Maths.
Only works in bear form.
Yeah.
Just so you know. It'd be 43. It'd be on. That's one thing that D&D has really helped me with is mental arithmetic.
Mm.
I've gotten a lot better at it.
Little maths.
And let's whack him as well.
With advantage, because Nigel.
Oh. I didn't do it. Damn it. I'll press it again.
20 hits.
Yeah.
11 points of damage. With advantage? Oh, unfortunately misses though.
Yep.
The second
That's
one.
right.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, and she kind of roars at him as well, baring some teeth.
At the end of your turn, it will use its last legendary action. He's just slashing out at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to make it random. 1, 2, Nigel. 3, 4, Helen. 5, 6, Cal. 7, 8, Farrah. 9... Actually, no, yeah, 7, 8, Farrah. Can't reach Meadhan. Farrah.
Yeah.
Claws. 23 to hit for...
Yeah.
12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Ilkaas, it's your go.
Just gonna look at thingamajig,
Casimir.
and he's gonna do another one in the exact same place Casimir did it.
Amazing. So it would move your box.
Yeah,
Because it goes away anyway, doesn't it?
yeah. He might put it like,
Whoa.
oh, he moved the world. Nice.
Earthquake.
There we go. So dex save for the thing. 14.
Got it out. Oh yeah. Well, it's the same.
Half.
So I'll just roll. Do.
Oh.
I don't think the first one is halved though,
Oh, it's not. You're right.
but the second one is.
14.
As it crashes into his back.
And 5. Nice. Means he should have taken more from Casimir's, but I can't be asked to go back and find it. Cal, it's your go, unless Ilkaas has got anything else.
No, not right now.
Bonus action. Fuck, do I want to do that? Or is the scimitar better? Yeah, no. He's gonna throw out the dancing scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be his first attack.
Hits with a 20. Plus your hunter's mark. 11 points of damage.
And then 2 normal attacks with a short sword.
Yep. A miss with a 13. And then, yeah, miss.
Oh yeah, baby! I remember this.
He's back. Kaladin the Paladin.
You can make me fly, you can redeem me in the eyes of my deity, but you can't stop me rolling shit.
The Kayla curse, they call it. Is that your turn, Cal?
Yeah.
The crystal. Oh, Meadhan, you should have made another saving throw, by the way. See if your frightened wore off. If he's... I'm assuming he's disappeared.
He's muted.
That's fine, I'll tell him when he gets back. The crystal!
Crystal.
Wait, what was that?
You should make another wisdom saving throw for me. You should have done it at the end of your
Yeah, I was
turn.
going to say, to break out the frame.
Yeah, I forgot, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine, I was going to do when I go back.
I'm gonna
Still frightened.
use stillness of mind to get rid of frightened.
Yes.
Very
Yeah.
So cool.
Frightened
And
is
then-
gone.
Maybe I'll want to dodge as well. But... Yeah, I will, because if I was just scared, then maybe I'd be playing it safe. That makes sense.
Okay. Dodge again.
Nice.
Casimir. His thing wears off, but things the same now. He is going to cast Magic Missile at 5th level.
Woo!
Is that right?
Okay, that was a lot more dice than was actually.
Yeah, what the fuck? I don't... Oh, that is...
Oh, okay.
that is-
17.
Yeah. Is it 27 points of damage in total? Is that right?
No, I think it's 17.
Plus the 10. I'm so confused.
Oh wait, no, yeah. It is 27. Yeah. Yep. It's the right number of dice. Yep.
Very nice. Then that's that much.
Yeah.
Good job, Kazzy.
Very nice.
He'll move up a bit as well.
Wizardy boy.
Gets the die bear. He gets its legendary reactions back. Let's see if it gets its ability back. It does. However, it's looking a bit rough. Yeah, it's just gonna blast into Farrah now. It's desperate to take her down.
Yeah.
19 to hit for
Mhm.
15 points of damage.
Yep.
A 15 to hit, which I think hits as well. For 13 points of damage. Ooh, a 12. Does that hit?
It does, unless the so basically on an AC of 12, unless the beacon of Argynvost'Ra applies.
Yeah,
to the
100%. It 100% applies.
in which case it's 13.
Which misses. Okay. That is his turn then. Nigel.
Well, it worked pretty well last time, so I'm gonna try Doom of Thorn's Wrath again.
And you got advantage this time as well with.
Even better. Okay, first attack.
20 definitely hits.
Would an 18 hit? Just out of curiosity.
Yes, it would have.
15.
Points of damage. Ouch.
Fucking barbarians, man.
Oh no.
Don't get on their bad side.
Second attack?
Do you remember that one?
I really want to try Berserker Barbarian so I get the 3 attacks in one.
Yeah.
21 definitely hits. Is he a Berserker?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh, fuck.
That's kind of terrifying.
What else would he be?
I suppose he would Berserk if Moz died. Another 11 damage.
Yoshi.
Okay, is that your turn, Nigel? I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah, just
Meadhan.
put ye in chat.
Awesome.
Hello. So, was 14 enough to break out of the
No,
fight?
it wasn't, I'm afraid.
Jolly good. Let's try another javelin then.
At disadvantage.
Javelin of Hope. Ugh.
Oh, that's a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, boy. Someone catch these javelins.
Keep that rage up. At the end of your turn, the dire bear will use one of its legendary actions to attack Farrah.
Before you do, on the sheet that you've made this bear,
Yeah.
did you already include the beacon and the AC or not?
No, I did not.
No.
Oh, actually, no, I did. You're right, I did.
You did,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Okay.
changed it.
So yeah, so it is a 12 then.
That's fine.
So
No, I'll say the
It's
last.
already been down.
I'll say the last one didn't hit. It's fine.
Well, okay.
11 points of slashing damage to you, Farrah.
Okay.
And I'll take another attack because now I think that seems fair.
Yeah.
Ooh, 18. Does that hit Farrah in normal form?
AC is 18, so yeah.
Oh shit, nice. Transfer over any damage, so you take 8 points of damage, I think.
8, yeah.
And then a further 15 on top of that.
Okay.
Farrah, it's your go.
Meadhan's got to make his save.
Oh yeah, thank you, Tom. Meadhan, make your save. He keeps running off. No, he doesn't. Fails. In my D&D game yesterday, my Ongrim was stunned for 5 rounds in a row from a hold person. Yeah, that was fun. First D&D game back with that group for like 2 months, and I don't even get to make one attack.
Why are you playing Ongrid, not Tugly?
Because the scheduling fucked up, so it was the week where we were doing Ongrim.
Okay. Nice.
Farrah, it's your go.
Do I have another form, or did that first one use it up?
It didn't use a wild shape.
Well, let's do it again.
Okay. Beep. Beep.
I will be a bear.
And let's whack him.
Advantage. You can select advantage at the top of the sheet, Hannah.
Oh
On
yeah.
the toggle. 10 misses.
Oh.
21 hits though. Woo!
Yeah.
That's a big hit. He's like, you called out a claw? At the end of your turn, he's going to swing black with his own claws. 20 to hit, which hits. 18 points of slashing damage.
Come on, boys.
You rolled the same thing, it's amazing. Ilkaas, it's your go.
Can Ilkaas see if this thing is struggling at all? If it looks...
Yeah, do me a either a nature, medicine, or insight check. You definitely think it's taken a real beating, and you can see like parts of its flesh have started like falling off, and there's like this awful black kind of blood that's just kind of oozing out into different like this pool below it. It definitely looks worse for wear.
Okay. Everyone's around it, so and he doesn't want to hit anyone with his ice knife, so he's just gonna, cold damage it. Wait, is he close enough?
I'm pretty sure you can move close enough. But... yeah. "13 misses, unfortunately.
Wait a minute. Where was it? He's going to use his magical guidance.
Ooh, what does that do?
Is that when you make an ability check? Oh wait, it's a weapon to attack. It's a so you can't do that, right?
What does it say?
Yeah.
When you make an ability check, if it fails, you can spend 1 sorcery point.
Ah, yeah, just an ability check.
Okay, yeah. Let me see. Nah, he won't do anything else.
Okie doke. At the end of Ilkaas' turn, the Diabell uses its last legendary action to once again hit Farrah. She is its favourite target. 24 to hit, dealing 16 points of slashing damage.
He does have his reaction as well, don't forget.
Oh, you're right. I'll remember that for next time.
For my turn, coming up now! Yeah, but the joke's on you, because I have to hit for you to use their reaction. Dancing scimitar.
Disadvantage. Is your nat one?
Oh, yeah, very good point. Roll it again.
16 just misses, unfortunately.
Fuck. Then, seeing Meadhan's in a bit of trouble, he's gonna fly over the bear, but not outside of range.
Yep.
And then land on the other side. And he's gonna attack. He's not gonna do anything but give him his buff, at least. And then he's gonna attack the bear with his short sword.
With advantage because of the crystal.
Eee.
Natural 20.
Did I get burned?
Yes!
I was on my D&D Beyond page and I just heard you're straight.
What the fuck?
I had a
Yeah,
man
I have to
riding a
ask,
bear.
Time to
Who made
double
that noise?
smite.
You know what? I don't. Well, we'll see if he needs it. I will smite on the first hit
Okay.
because you have to as a paladin. It's the rules. So first level. Is this thing undead?
No.
Okay. So it'd be 2d8 plus nothing. Yeah, 2d8. So 4d8. So that much damage.
Okay.
And then 4d8 radiant.
12 plus 20.
Not good.
It's still standing.
Then I will smite on the second one because it's cool. So same again. Boosh. Boosh.
And with that, Cal, how do you want to finish this thing off?
Oh man. Double crit? How do I describe a double crit? So messing with the scimitar, he sees Meadhan in trouble, flies over, and I like to imagine as he's flying over, you get this beam of moonlight from behind him as he's silhouetted in the silvery light, and he just comes crashing down on top of the bear, and 2 surgical strikes at like the back of its neck.
And as
cuts
you pierce in with the sword, the rest of you see these like beams of moonlight start shining out from the wounds inside the dire bear as it starts stumbling around, and slowly but surely the light starts getting stronger and stronger until the light just starts echoing out through its mouth, shining onto you, Farrah, and then it just starts shaking and then just explodes in a bloody mess.
Oh,
Lovely.
And with that, combat is... So, Farrah, as you see this creature before you, a creature that has haunted your time throughout Barovia, that has put your friends in danger, and been a grisly mark, pun not intended, upon your life. The bear was once this thing of beauty to you, a thing your family held so dear that was twisted and corrupted into what stood before you. A manifestation of your fear, the chains that bind you. And as this creature dies in a bloody mess, with Cal's beams of moonlight piercing out from its hide, you see within the land a red light shine. And slowly but surely, you see the red light begin moving through the ground, leaving a long red trail from the center, and slowly making its way all the way to the tree at the very edge of this hill. And as you do, you see this cursed, rotten greatwood that stands, you think would once have been a tree that your people would have revered as being blessed, but it has been tortured and corrupted into something that barely resembles what it once would have represented to your people. But now, as you see this red light moving through the ground, like a beam slowly crawling beneath the ground, it moves its way up into the tree and, like, lighting up almost like veins within a leaf when you hold it against the sun. You see this tree begin to blossom, and great leaves form on its empty branches. Great green leaves. Its wood, its bark begins to peel off, and beneath is a fresh set. The cursed greatwood no longer stands there, but now it is something beautiful. And as you stand there, in the form that has haunted you for so long, you feel that peace, yet you feel determined. Because with this new form, you not only have the strength of the bear behind you, but you have the love of your parents behind you as well. And as you turn around to appreciate the scene around you, beyond Ilkaas and beyond Casimir, you briefly see the two spectral figures of a man and a woman, elven, as they shift into the form of a bear and then vanish. The rest of you stand around having witnessed this horror, and now Farrah standing before you as a bear. I'll make note that none of you have ever seen Farrah transform into a bear. Some more understandably, such as Ilkaas and Cal, who would not know why, but Nigel, I think most of all, from hearing Farrah's story within Argynvost'Ra, understands what has happened here.
She hasn't turned back into a person yet.
Not yet.
Okay, right. He wouldn't do anything for now then.
Yeah.
What do the rest of you do? Farrah, what are you doing?
I think Farrah's just sort of slightly moving toward where she saw the parents' figures, but she's just gonna sort of watch from like here
Yeah.
as a bear.
And you just quietly take in the moment as some semblance of life returns to the land. And for you, Cal, in particular, I think it's quite a shocking sight to see this cursed great wood, and many of the trees in this land are almost devoid of life. Even though some thrive in this kind of weather usually, they still seem like something is off about them. But this particular tree is just radiating with the essence of nature. It's quite beautiful.
Yeah, he'd be thoroughly taken aback, and I think he'd just be saying, he wouldn't be projecting it, so maybe only Meadhan, the Crystal, and Nigel would hear being nearby, but he'd just sort of be saying, almost to himself, like, I know I made... Each day makes me more sure that I made the right choice, joining with a lot of you. And he's just sort of looking at the tree as he says that.
Mm.
Casimir looks to Ilkaas.
Oh no, he stopped concentrating! Oh. Calvin's gonna go on a fucking fly around. Whee!
Casimir looks to Ilkaas and he just says, You are very powerful with your magic. It is very impressive. Kieran's run away, god damn it.
I'm here.
Casimir just said to Ilkaas that his magic was very impressive.
He's like, yes, so was yours. I learnt off my dad.
As did I. It seems we share something in common.
He's gonna hold out his hand for a low five.
Yeah, he like his hand shakes, but he does it.
I was hoping Ilkaas was like, you knew my daddy?
Oh god, the bear slowly moving. That was weird.
Mm.
Yeah, are you just approaching the tree, Farrah?
Yeah, Farrah's gonna go and suppose commune with nature, as it were,
Yeah, and
next to the tree, as a bear.
once more it feels... It does feel this energy of life that builds up around this tree. And from what before it felt... Much in Barovia, it feels like there's just a lack of life from everything. It's almost not noticeable at first, because or at least you become so used to it and accustomed to it. But once you see something like this, it's almost like painfully obvious what was missing.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think Farrah's just sort of thinking about how that action has changed just this land part alone.
Mm-hmm.
Just thinking about her parents and how weird it is to be the creature she's seen ripped apart so many times.
And it feels right. Like it almost feels like before even the idea of becoming a bear just repulsed you and made you feel sick to your stomach, but now it just fills you with this warm feeling, like sipping down a warm cup of tea on a cold winter's morning.
Yeah, I think she's very surprised by the fact that she feels that way about something she's definitely tried not to turn into this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
She's definitely avoided But yeah, I think she's gonna sit by this tree for a little while.
Okay. So as Farrah rests by the tree for a short while, is there anything anyone would like to do for the next hour, I'll say? If not, then you are all allowed to take a short rest.
I'll say as she walked by Nigel up here as well, from here to here,
Yeah.
then she would have just given him a little knowing look as well as she walked past, as a bear.
Yeah.
Nigel would give her sort of a little pat,
Yeah.
like, I know, I got you, boo.
No.
I will remind Nigel that his father-in-law is still manacled and bound, gagged by this rock.
Good. He can stay there.
Just so you know, he's not gone anywhere.
No.
Meadhan just gives the dead corpse of the bear a kick before he walks away in a strop.
Yeah.
Is there any chance I can have a look around for these javelins I missed?
Yeah, of course, you would be able to find them easily. It's such a wide open
Yeah.
space, it wouldn't be difficult to find them.
Can I pick
Thank
up
you.
my javelin?
Yes, of course, yeah.
Thank you.
Can't roll hit die in an animal form, can I?
Yeah, you can.
Can I?
Yeah, you would. I think you would roll
That's
the.
not for the bear.
I think you would roll the animals hit die, right? I don't actually know that.
I have no idea. That's super weird.
Kind of makes sense if it's long.
Yeah, I think.
How long can she wild shape for?
She can
3
watch it
hours.
for like 4 hours, yeah.
I think you would roll the animals one then,
Oh,
Because
it's
it's
kind of
for the
weird
animal.
though, right?
because it wouldn't apply to your health as long as you stay in the animal form. You wouldn't.
Don't know.
It wouldn't use up yours, but you don't because it doesn't heal you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I can heal the bear, but not myself.
Yes,
Makes
yeah.
sense. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll do the bear. Fuck it.
You've got 4d10
40
plus 3 on each one.
Do I get maximum for this one?
No.
I'll roll it.
Otherwise, that sets a precedent when you get to Ravenloft. I'll be like, I'm going to use my bear to get maximum hit die.
Well, only on the bear, but yeah. So it's 40, 10.
Well, you got
You still
4d10 in total. That's how many you've got.
Do you still get the plus 12 or not?
You get plus 3 on each one.
Plus 3 on each one. Okay. That's doable.
Yeah, it'll be plus 12 if you use them all. Ooh, bad roll.
Really bad roll.
As he's walking around, Cal kind of looks around to check that no one's particularly looking at him. And he climbs onto one of the smaller rocks and jumps off of it. Get the feeling of flying again.
So, after you've rested here for an hour and taken in some of the almost fresh air that this tree seems to provide, your journey now takes you back past the winery, and I'll move you back to the map of Barovia.
The clouds didn't split above it, right? It was just the tree itself.
Just the tree itself, yeah, not like Argynvost'Ra.
Okay.
Okay, just a map. So currently, the time of day is 10 AM. So, your current plan, I believe, was to move up to here after reuniting with those from the winery, and Casimir was going to send, or ask Farrah to send an animal messenger to the Dusk Elves.
Yeah.
And
then
they were gonna-
we bring in the morning, right?
and they were going to try. Well, it is only 10 a.m.
Really? Didn't
Yeah.
we? Isn't it like 4 hours travel down to here or something?
Yeah, but you got up at 6 and you arrived here at 10.
Oh.
Yeah, you slept at just outside the winery.
So then it's 4 hours back up. So that's
Takes you
2
about
o'clock.
2, yeah. However, it would put you in 8 hours of things, so depends if you
Yeah.
want to push on beyond that. You can always choose to if you want, but
Be 3, right? 'Cause we rested for an hour.
yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah. Probably
And
not.
so yeah, it would actually be 11, not 10.
I mean,
Well, let's assume that you're heading back this way.
Yeah, we're going
1
back.
hour, 2 hours, 3 hours would get you here. So, do you want to push on any further?
well, we want to get back to the Marticles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, certainly to the Marticles.
Okay. So, if you take a rest, does that count as being a counting part of your travel?
I don't think so.
No.
Dedicated travelling time that adds up to 8 hours.
Yeah. Okay, so you'd be able to travel 1 more. So you would be able to get back to the Martikov's camp
Yeah.
at about 3 o'clock.
Okay.
So, in that case, as it's getting late into the day,
hmm
would you guys want to stay here and long rest?
I think so. I think Farrah's going to send a messenger tonight, and then it'll get there, and then they can come in for the morning,
Mm-hmm. That seems smart to me.
and then we can just meet them basically in the morning when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
Not there.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Have we figured out how we're going to carry them all up there?
There's enough people to help carry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they've got like stretchers and stuff,
Okay.
like makeshift ones.
So yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds good to me.
So if everyone would like to take a long rest, the night is...
Farrah would also. Oops, sorry.
Sorry, no, go on.
Farrah would also go searching for some more herbs.
You will have to make a constitution check, see if you become exhausted.
Good point. Can I send my conjured animals out instead?
We'll allow it. It makes it harder DC, I'll say, but...
Yeah, that's fair. What is
yeah,
the
make a
search?
survival check for me.
Okay. $17.
The animals are gone for 3... How long does it last? An hour?
An hour, yeah.
Yeah, and they go out after an hour and they never return.
Fair enough.
And you can feel the connection to their spell end after a certain amount of time.
Yeah. Oh well. Just debating whether or not I should talk to Nigel and everyone. She probably wouldn't say too much, like he already knows. So she might, like, as I sit down with everyone, she'd say, well, Nigel knows. And she looks at you, Nigel. But the rest of you, I just want to briefly explain the bear. So yeah, I should just explain, just in more simple terms, the backstory to everyone and why there was a bear, basically.
Nigel would say, "We are all here for you, Farrah."
Thank you, Nigel. I think it was a good sign, though. I feel comfortable, surprisingly, in the bear form. I never thought I would say that.
Casimir says, the bear is a powerful creature. You wear it proudly.
Thank you, Casimir. I'll do my parents proud as well. It's always been one of the more powerful forms of my family. It was just abused, that's all.
When I first
Cal-
met you, Farrah, Fellmirr,
Shit.
I can imagine that would actually be like how it'd be in the world as well. Like, Cal would be like, and Van Rickson just like, yes! When I first...
Burst out from behind a rock.
Aha! Van Rickson says, when I first met you, Farrah Fellmirr, all I saw in that tower was a scared little girl.
Yeah, she nods.
I have to admit, looking at you now, you look like a strong and fearless woman. And he kind of holds up a little drink and says, I'll drink to that.
I hope that is the case. I do feel more confident, as it were. I feel we will defeat Strahd. And she will raise a glass.
Defeat him or bloody well die trying.
Yep, damn right. And she drinks. Looks around.
Yeah, Cal looks quite like got a frown on his face. He just says, "It's undoubtedly you seemed at the strongest I've seen you as a beast. I have to ask, when we defeat Strahd," and he holds up his water skin.
Yeah.
Nods with a toast, and we're hopefully out of this awful place, will you seek out the people that did such awful things to you and to your parents?
Hannah's thinking, hang on.
No, fair.
You would remember Farrah.
What do you think? Yeah, I was going to say, Lewis, what do you think Danish would have done? I feel like he would have probably either killed them or arrested them.
You already know, Farrah, that when Danish rescued you, he executed the large majority of them. However, there may be other ones out there. Danish always hinted to Farrah that he always wanted her to focus on the oath and focus on, in his eyes, something that was more productive. But he always left doubts in your mind that maybe those who are truly responsible might be still out there.
Okay. So she would reply with, she would look at Nigel and she'd say, perhaps it's not a priority for me. If I ever come across any leads or the such, then perhaps. But I think reuniting Nigel is definitely more important.
We will get to what we all deserve.
They will. It's perhaps something I should seek out information from. I know Danish never told me the full story, but he meant well.
Well, should you get the chance, I would gladly join any of you in meting out vengeance on such irredeemable behavior.
I appreciate it, Cal. That would be really helpful. If it comes to that.
Just gives you a firm nod.
Yeah.
Gives a quizzical look to Van Richten, who burst out from behind a rock, and heads off to do his practices with his Elistray.
Yeah, you can see Van Richten looks a little bit drunk.
I was going to say.
He seems. He definitely seems like sorrowful for what's happened, and you can. I think it would not take any less than your passive insights for any of you to notice that he 100% blames himself. Like he seems a man who's pretty filled with self-hatred.
Yeah.
Is there anything else anyone would like to do in the evening before you set out?
Nigel would probably quickly find somewhere to tell Pitch that everything that had happened. He's got a daughter and everything, but that's about all.
Yeah, you could find a place nearby where you could quietly sit with the orb and speak to Pitch in some way, and tell him of your daughter, and tell him of what has happened, and tell him that once you defeat Strahd, you'll reunite with her in Baldur's Gate.
He'd probably also use it as like a way to kind of talk to Pitch and like think as Pitch to see what advice he would give him to do about his father-in-law as well.
That is super cool and interesting. Nigel, roll me an insight check.
Team.
Okay. Beat the DC I had in mind, which was a 17.
Oh.
Pitch, I would like you to think back to a time when Nigel would have been seeking advice on something else, but something that he would have said to Nigel in the situation, and I'd like you to say it in Pitch's voice.
Oh, God.
It's been a while.
He's forgotten how.
It's been a while.
Do an Antonio Banderas impression.
Zorro.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
So am I saying it as to something that he spoke to Nigel about in the past, or to what the reference?
I think to what the reference
the situation
is.
now?
I think it's I think to Nigel, it's ultimately a combined form of sort of memory and what he think Pitch might say, but I think based on that, I think he wouldn't maybe literally hear it, but
yeah,
you might hear the words echo at the back of his mind.
I think Pitch would say something like, "Oh, Nigel, I think the big questions, and this is a very, very big question, they often have smaller answers. You have to be careful. You have to take things one step at a time. I know you. You're not some horrible, jealous executioner. There's no point in dealing death when it isn't needed. You're better than what he thinks of you. You've only ever gotten better in my eyes, ever since I've known you. Take your time. Be kind. And don't lower yourself. You know what the right thing to do is.
Oh, get emotional.
Yeah, that's just firmed up in my mind what Nigel would do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it
Okay.
something he wants to do now, or is it something he's going to
No,
wait?
no, it's just it can wait. It's fine.
Okay.
It's not an immediate thing.
Mine is not as cool. Farrah's just going to go sit as a bear.
You relax in a new skin. It feels comfortable. Feels more you. It's like you've been walking around with something hanging over you for so long, and like you've been wearing clothes that don't fit you for all your life, or for almost all your life. And then now you're just in a comfy onesie.
Yeah.
And on that note, you all enjoy a night that is filled with sorrow. There's people you've lost and people who have been badly hurt. But also there's this distinct feeling ever since you lit the beacon of Argynvost'Ra, and now with the tree on top of Yester Hill, that there's something special about you. There's something special about this particular set of people. And if anyone was going to put an end to Strahd von Zarevich's reign, it would be you. And you can all take a long rest.
Yeah.
Is there anything anyone would want to do the following morning? As you awaken early, I imagine.
Do we need to consume rations?
Yes, you, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, you would. At this point, there would not really be enough resources left to keep feeding everyone.
We,
Oh no.
we gotta sort some shit with our rations. How many rations do I need to take away?
You would not need to take away any for Van Richten and Martikovs. You would, and Casimir would have his own. So it would literally just be you guys.
Well,
Ilkaas
not-
doesn't.
yeah.
And it doesn't. Yeah, Ilkaas does not eat.
Are the Markovs taking food with them to the mansion?
They would be, yeah,
Okay, good.
but they don't really have. They are rationing the food themselves already. So it's like to keep giving it out to 6 more people when they already have food. It's kind of like,
Yeah, for sure.
You could try and persuade them to if you want, but
No.
No. Cal, Farrah, Meadhan, Nigel. Does the crystal need to eat?
definitely not. Definitely not.
Okay. And Ilkaas doesn't.
No,
So it's just 4.
just 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, not too bad then. 4 days. Well, 3 days on top of this one. So 13. Sweet.
Okay. So
On the road again.
you set out early, at about 6 a.m. I'd imagine. You push upon a route that's becoming familiar to you now, as you make your way back up the road towards Raven River Crossroads. I assume you're travelling at a normal pace?
I assume so, especially if we got injured with us.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. I think you could... I would say you probably couldn't travel at a fast pace with this many people injured, but it's up to you whether you want to travel slow or normal.
I think normal sounds good.
Yeah, I could do normal. Although if we don't want to attract anything while we have injured, we could say it's slow.
I think normal.
Could be normal.
Okay.
You.
So, you push on for 3 hours, taking you to about 9 a.m. The morning's quiet. However, as you walk through the forest, coming close to the end of the 2nd hour, pushing into the 3rd, those with the higher perception scores, you look up into the sky, and there is this huge cloud of bats. It almost looks like a black blanket coming over the sky, over the forest, and it's just surrounding you in darkness, cloaking you in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they just continuously move over the sky like a swarming, almost like I said, blanket of death that just hangs in the sky. Not seemingly following you so much, but more moving back and forth as if searching.
Just a cloud of bats.
Mm-hmm.
Searching.
You would estimate, you would think there would be thousands upon thousands of them.
Oh, shit. That's a lot of bats.
But moving through the forest under the cover of the trees, you slowly make your way through and eventually arrive at the river. And then you push on for another 40 minutes or so, taking you up to almost 10 o'clock. And at this crossroads, you see a number of figures emerge from the trees. And you recognise a number of dusk elves, one of which Farrah and Nigel recognise, and the Crystal would as well, although I don't think she would care much. You would recognise as the first dusk elf you met when approaching Valaki, who was searching for Arabelle.
Yeah.
And he comes forward and says, "Casimir, we got your message. What were you thinking? Argynvost'Ra and Luvash, they're not Luvash, he just said Argynvost'Ra. I forgot Luvash ran off. Argynvost'Ra is extremely angry. He has many Vistani searching for you. I think most of them are gone towards the beacon of light on the hill." Casimir kind of steps forwards and says, "It is something I must do. It is my only hope of redeeming Patrina's soul." He kind of nods, looks down, slightly ashamed almost that he berated Casimir, and says, "We have brought time. We have said we are searching for you. What do you require of us?" And Casimir explains the situation, and over the course of probably another 20 minutes, eventually they come to an agreement to take the injured and head towards Argynvost'Ra. The Dusk Elves assure you that any Vistani along the way, they feel confident in being able to watch over the group without revealing themselves. And should the Vistani try anything violent or untoward, then the Dusk Elves feel confident in stepping in, and with Casimir explaining not only the situation of Patrina, but also the situation of what your group plans to do, they feel, and you feel, this is a moment of playing the last sort of card in your deck. This is the moment where there's no turning back, and they look frightened and nervous, but also there's a sleek confidence about these elves at the same time. You can tell that they've suffered, and they are deathly terrified of Strahd's rule, and there's some protests, as Casimir says, but at the very least they feel confident about getting your companions to Argynvost'Ra safely. Assuming Strahd does not send anything to meet them.
I'm sure he won't.
We're gonna be dead.
So, at this point, Van Richten says goodbye to you each in turn. And he says, when you... And he kind of looks to Cow as he says when you, instead of if you. When you return from the Amber Temple, and we meet at Argynvost'Ra once more, I will make as many preparations as necessary for our final assault. I warn you, it will not be easy. And he kind of looks to Cal again and says, I'm sure our friend here can tell you that von Zarevich can call on powers unlike any foe that I have ever witnessed. He has the willpower to simply resist the effects of magic that he should have fallen prey to. He is able to take actions seemingly in the blink of an eye compared to what others do. Do not expect this fight to be easy or like anything you've ever faced. Do not expect the devil to conform to whatever plans or traps you set for him. Just rely on each other. And maybe we can have some hope of doing this. I shall make sure everyone gets to Argynvost'Ra safely. I will die doing so if necessary.
Farrah just nods. Keep them safe up there, Van Richten.
He nods.
And definitely bear what you say in mind.
And should any Vistani try and trifle with us, then I can certainly assure you that Ravi here is trained in killing such beasts.
Farrah just chuckles slightly. I'm sure she can.
Very well. Good luck to all of you. I'm sure you will need it.
She nods.
And he shakes. He goes to shake your hand, Farrah.
Yeah, she shakes it. Big hearty shake.
And he nods to each of you in turn as the group parts ways. And
Bye.
Before they do, hang on a second. Did we get the gem off of what's his face?
Oh, good, great question. Yeah, yes, you would have taken that before you left for Yester Hill, so you can add the green gem to your inventory.
Right. Okay.
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna add it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna punish you for that because that's something you 100% would have done.
Okay.
Right, so you come to a point in the road where many of your companions part ways, and now all who remains with you is your group, accompanied by Casimir. And
Well, let's all put on our warm clothes.
yeah, make sure you're all wearing any warm clothes as you now head south, making your way towards the mountains. And I'm just going to quickly take a quick pee break, so if anyone else wants to take a quick break,
Yeah.
feel free to. Yobby.
Stefan, we don't need to put warm clothes on because we have got cold defense.
Neither do I.
I think you probably
Willard.
will. I think it's going to be that cold.
Just imagine Stefan going out there in real life in shorts.
Literally.
I can never die!
Shorts and the fucking massive lollipop he had on the Isle of Wight.
Oh
That's
my
how
god.
Why is he?
I'll never
Looking
forget
at
that,
the
Steph. That's how I'll always see you in my head with that massive fucking lollipop.
It was like I didn't realize like video game nitro boosts were real
So
because
good.
that's what happened. That
Good
was my
time.
mushroom power up. I wonder if that's still the case. I should try it.
I'm sure I've taken out any for goodness.
That's so true.
Taking out the cocaine. Fucking losers. Fucking liberals taking the cocaine out of my lollipops.
What is this? Afghanistan?
Well, Cal has cold weather clothing, so he's alright.
I think we all do. With somebody gave it to us, didn't they? Like a load of
I
them.
can't remember. We got something.
Yeah, Casimir gave it to us when Ostrad was negotiating.
Mhm.
So you can thank your best friend, Ostrad.
Who? Who's he?
He's a dead one here. Not
What,
Neville,
Neville?
the other one.
The other one.
The other short, stubby
The
one.
other one.
The one whose hand. Oh no, not that one.
Right, I return.
Hello.
Oh, is everyone back?
I'm back.
Okay, are we all ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
quickly. Wrong one.
How much longer can we go? 4 more hours or 5?
So you've travelled so far 4 hours, so you've got 4 more hours of travel. So, as you part ways on the road and head south on the crossroads with Casimir's directions, you travel another 2 hours before you arrive at the base of the mountain known as Mount Gakis. And as you walk through these woods, at first with soft ground under your feet and wind blowing in your face, after a short amount of time, light rain turns to heavy rain. Heavy rain turns to hail. And then eventually, hail turns to snow. And with the heavy wind bearing down on each of your faces now, you push onwards to the heights of Mount Gakis, hoping that you will eventually make your way to and find the Amber Temple. After about another hour of travelling through this heavy weather, you bypass a number of snow-covered southern hills and descend... Oh, excuse me, I'm so gassy. And descend upon a craggy road that winds up through the mountains. As you come to the base of your ascent, one of you spots footprints in the snow that lead behind a jagged rock formation off the side of the road.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do any of you react to it at all? You set
So
a
what? Are they really big footprints?
They look like
Are
they look like humanoid footprints. They are quite they are quite noticeable within the snow. Like they're
They must be recent then, if they're not covered up by the snow by now.
mm-hmm.
It's just a single set.
Do an investigation check for me.
I mean, if you want to add another question, it was going to be like, can you tell whether or not they were walking or running? Because it's like if they're running, there's like more of like traces and tracks and snow flying about, whereas walking, it's kind of more precise.
I've got like 2 different DCs in mind.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Investigation. Go.
I mean, to you, Meadhan, you're with the sort of snow hitting you in the face. You're struggling. Like, what footprints? You don't even see them as other people call them out.
Snow.
The rest of you, I assume someone in the party has a passive investigation of 10 or more.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
If anyone's got higher than a 15, then let me know. I don't
Meadhan?
doubt it. Well, I assume
No.
Meadhan definitely
No,
does not.
10.
Insight.
Investigation.
Yeah, investigation, not insight.
14.
Yeah. So, you can clearly spot, Cal, that there is there's 3 sets in total. It looks like, and they 2 of them look larger than the other. They all look humanoid, from what you can tell.
And they look like they were just walking along. It's not like one was dragged or anything.
No, it looks like they were just walking along, and they lead behind like almost like a little jagged rock formation that's just off the side of the road, maybe 30-40 feet.
Oh shit, close.
Damn. Would he say that?
Yeah, absolutely. He'd say in so many words.
Should we go and check? It could be an ambush. Could be nothing.
It being right here, I think it's worth the few moments it'll take us to. Be a pretty poor ambush, really, if they'd left their footprints so obviously on display.
I'm more meant for further ahead, perhaps, but we should definitely have a look. Or we could just
Yes.
call out. I don't know if they'll hear past the storm, though.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Cal will start following the footprints,
Okay.
and he'll call out, "Hello?"
You start following the footprints and calling out. There's no response, but eventually you move round the jagged rocks and you arrive at this scene.
Well,
So let me quickly.
Homie.
no one's getting their Christmas presents this year, guys.
Meadhan's bumbling about, still looking for these footprints.
So you arrive at what looks like an abandoned campsite behind the rocks, including an extinguished campfire, a torn and shredded leather tent, and a trio of fur-lined sleeping bags within the tent that are visible through the flapping sides which are moving up in the wind.
Is there any movement other than the flapping anywhere?
Do a perception check for me. You look around and listen out keenly, Farrah, using your heightened senses, and you get the impression that nobody's nearby, from what you can tell. It seems very quiet, empty. It looks like someone was here recently, but you're not sure. You think you'd have to probably investigate further.
Yeah. The footprints lead to here.
Yes,
Are
they
there
do.
any other footprints that lead away from here?
Do me an investigation check. No, a survival
Or
check.
help.
Survival check, sorry.
Survival with help?
Yeah,
Yeah, Cal will help.
survival with advantage. 19. Jesus, you're +8. Looking off to the side, Farrah, you kind of do a once kind of perimeter of the camp, and you can see that there are further footprints. But this time there's only a single pair. Of what looks like smaller. The smallest of the three. and the footprints seem to lead their way off in kind of a westerly direction.
Okay, but just the one.
Just the one.
This looks like there's still two around. Is there just these two tents and that's it?
So this scene isn't exactly as you see it. Like, there's no wooden thing in the background, but again, like I describe it to you, behind the rocks there is an extinguished campfire in the centre, and there is one torn and shredded leather tent. And from within the tent, you can just about make out as it flaps in the wind. You can't see fully in, but it looks like there's a trio of fur-lined sleeping bags that sit just sort of like inside the tent, and you can see the part of the tent flapping in the wind. You can just about make them out.
And this blood is not there. Or is it
the
there?
blood would be there. Yeah, you would see. There would be. It certainly would look like something happened here. Do me a quick survival check, Farrah.
Something like killing animals for food, maybe.
Yeah, do me a survival check.
14.
You definitely get the impression that some kind of bloody struggle took place here. But you're not 100% sure. Based off the blood, you're a bit distracted by the smaller footprints heading off. You feel like maybe you're missing something, but you're not 100% sure.
Somebody want to just check the sleeping bags while I check this area here? She's saying that she can do the stuff she was doing while at the same time.
Okay, so if, Nigel, you're checking the sleeping bag. Do me an investigation check.
I will help. Going with Nigel.
With advantage. Okay, a 10. Nigel, you search throughout the tent and throughout the campsite. And after a short amount of time with Cal's help, you find within the tent what looks like a severed human hand. Its veins are bloated and tinged black. You also see a pair of discarded spears that are stained with black blood. Investigating the tent itself, it shows there are, like I described, the 3 very basic bedrolls with thick wolf furs over them. One is distinctly smaller than the other. You also see a trio of water skins, a pouch full of rations, 10 in total, a wooden flute that has some kind of inscription on it that you don't recognise, and you also see a small wooden toy that resembles a wolf.
Ooh.
I'm gonna add those rations to the group rations, Nigel, unless you protest. I'm adding them to the group
I
rations.
hear no protesting.
She said
Up
no.
to 23, baby!
Oh, yeah. No, Farrah's doing something else. You have to carry on.
What's Farrah doing? Tell me.
Well, she's just doing investigating this bit while they do that, basically, at the same time.
I will say, Farrah, it takes you a while, but after it probably delays things by probably at half an hour. Maybe not that long. Maybe like 15 minutes. As you search more thoroughly. Searching throughout the blood. One thing you do notice as you search, you see more footprints, like boot prints around this campsite, and they're kind of like scattered all over the place, and it kind of adds to your theory that some kind of struggle took place. And then off to the side in the centre, you notice that there are these monstrous hoof prints across the ground.
Oh, do they look like deers?
Do a nature check for me. Fucking hell, 22. They do not look like a deer's. They look like that of the prints of a goat, but far larger.
Prince of a goat, a large goat. Not going to be a weird goat, is it, Lewis?
Who knows?
Okay. So is there fur in the blood as well?
You don't see any.
Okay.
But, from what you can tell, perhaps might have been something.
So, do the prints turn from human prints to goat prints, or
No,
are they
they
separate?
look distinct.
Okay.
The only thing you gather is there's some kind of struggle has taken place here.
Okay.
And obviously it's probably not ended up very well, especially with Nigel finding and Cal finding the severed human hand inside.
Yeah, she'll just yell out to, well, not yell, but like loud enough for them to hear inside, and she'll just say, "There's blood out here. Do you see anything inside?"
Yes. A hand without its owner.
A hand. Does it look like this is enough blood for it to just be a hand? Or would it be more?
Probably not. But you're not sure, like, it could have profusely bled somewhere. There's no sign of any other bodies. I will say the hand looks like its veins are bloated and tinged black, and there are also discarded spears that are stained with black blood that are lying closer to the tent.
Cal will call that out too, and then say, because you said it's like 2 larger bedrolls than a smaller one, right?
Yes, correct.
He'd say, it looks like it could have been a family, parents with a child, perhaps hunters. Comes out of the tent holding up one of the wolf skins.
I don't know. Perhaps black blood.
Yeah.
Do we know anything about black blood?
Cal will wrap the hand in a wolf skin and bring it out to Farrah without touching it himself.
Do a nature check for me, Farrah.
Yeah, I should just look at it.
You know that sometimes aberrations, like you saw with the bear, sometimes possess black blood rather than red?
Okay. Perhaps a similar creature to, well, what we fought yesterday. But perhaps not, I'm not sure.
You'd also note, Cal, that there's the wooden flute you found has some kind of inscription on it that you don't understand.
Oh shit. He'd bring that out as well.
Would he show it to Farrah?
Yeah, for sure.
Farrah, you would recognise it as druidic. And it's a druidic rune that says air on the wooden flute.
Simply reads air. I mean, it's an air instrument.
Does it feel magical?
It does not, no.
Farrah's gonna pick it up. Yeah. And she will just briefly whistle on it.
Yeah. Seems to play well enough. A little bit crude maybe, but perhaps better in the hands of someone like Meadhan.
Somebody that speaks druidic has owned this flute, perhaps. Perhaps they've. I did see goat hoof prints in the snow. Perhaps they possess the same power as I do.
Possible. But if they're not here, their camp seems abandoned. Not sure what calls us to stick around. We still have daylight to travel in.
You would remember, Farrah, there were the smaller set of footprints heading off in a westerly direction on their own.
If we wanted to pursue, I don't think that. So the prints were still there, so this is still probably quite fresh in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he'd be too far, or they'd be too far, as the prints are still fairly fresh. If we wanted to figure this out. Could be an ally, could be nothing.
Yeah, Cal kind of frowns. Doesn't need to be an ally, I suppose. Just someone needs help. It would be good to do so.
Yeah. Potentially. She looks at the rest of the group. What does everyone else think?
Should keep moving.
Gives up looking for the footprints still, and just gives you a nod. It's like, yeah, I don't know where else to go.
Well, we're not in any rush.
I think there might be. I think there might be other nasty things in this place. I think we need to be more aware.
I would say to all of you that you notice that these are leading, and Casimir would point this out as well, that these footprints are leading most definitely off the track that you were following.
Yeah. It's more of a little side mission, I guess. This person could potentially need help, or they could potentially be the perpetrator of this blood here.
Whilst we're not necessarily in a rush, I am giving time to von Zarevich doesn't seem particularly in our best interest.
Yes, we should keep moving.
Farrah is debated because it could be. We don't know anything about the elk guy, do we?
No, not really.
No,
I
we
mean,
don't know.
yeah.
We've seen him once, and that was it.
Yeah.
We saw him as an elk.
I'll tell you now that you've got no indication it's got anything to do with that.
Well, apart from druidic stuff and boot feet.
Yeah, but apart from that, none. And the hoof feet distinctly do not look like deers. They distinctly look like a large kind of goat.
Mm-hmm.
Very large.
Well, in this weather, it could be anything. It could be. You're right, Nigel. It could be dangerous. It could. I imagine most things in here will be dangerous, but I propose we follow and see. I don't think it would be too long before we find whatever or whoever it may be, but I'm open to carry on if everyone wants to.
Casimir would say, we should stick to our path. I agree with the crystal woman. Going off path could lead us to more danger than it is worth.
It certainly could. It's
The faster we move, Kalanrogh is correct. We give the devil more time.
yeah. Getting lost in this weather is a potential danger.
I think for me that settles it. I think my vote counts. It's back on the path.
Looks to the group. I think that it does settle it. Back onto the path we go.
Okay.
Well, you say that. I mean, we're not exactly following a clear, distinct path, really, are we?
There's definitely more of a. There is definitely more of a path in this area. Yeah, it's not like a road or anything, but it definitely looks like it's a marked out path.
Like a clearing, everything else is to the sides you can kind of see.
Yeah, kind of. It's just not. It's like more like a natural path is the best way to put it, I suppose. And Casimir seems to have
Walked enough that it kind of.
Yeah, Casimir seems to have
goes down.
some idea where he's going, so he's kind of leading you.
We all are, Hannah. But Cal can't. I can't justify it in Cal's head.
Yeah.
It's like we're on a super quest to kill the evil lord of this land and get us all back home and make sure we're safe. But murder mystery tour.
Yeah.
It's like off into the middle of nowhere with blood and things we don't know about.
So sad. I want to do it.
So you're heading back to the path, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. In that case, if you back, yeah. Put the weather sound back on. So it is now 9, 10, 11. Be about 1 o'clock, and you've travelled about 7 hours. You think you could probably push on another hour before you would have to stop and rest for the day, unless you wanted to push on and try and make constitution checks.
We're not super deep into coldness yet, are we?
It's
What are we?
starting to get pretty cold.
Yeah.
Everywhere is snowy. It's about as cold as it was near Kresk.
Okay.
But it's not. It's not extreme levels of cold, but
Yeah.
it's certainly getting.
So if we move an hour into it, we would be into extreme levels of cold.
You don't know. You have no idea.
Okay. It's probably we can see.
Well, the
Right.
tent's broken.
Yes, one of them would have been
yeah.
ripped, which was the way you was. It's hard, I'm not very good at describing this, but it would
No,
have been.
I think you said it already. I just forgot.
It would have been how the you would have sit inside with the sleeping
Yep,
bags
yep.
before. That would have been ripped slightly.
Okay. Just thinking, I can't see a tent in my inventory, and
No.
sleeping on a bedroll in the freezing cold doesn't sound like a good idea.
Well, I'm pretty sure Pitch had one, so somebody should have Pitch's one.
Oh, Kaz. Oh, yeah. Ilkaas has a bedroll.
You definitely could have taken the tent and probably try and fix it, especially with Nigel's needlework kit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll allow you to add 110. I will say it would take about an hour for Nigel to fix it.
I was going to say, if it can speed that up, Meadhan can use his mending.
Oh, very nice.
You could easily fix it with mending in no time at all.
Okay.
Love you,
So-
Meadhan.
So does somebody have Pitch's one? I'm pretty sure Pitch had one, right?
Oh, I can check quick.
Yeah.
If you want to check and then.
A tent, like a folding tent.
2-man tent is what it usually is in D&D.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Inventory. Pitch.
Is the crystal cold, by the way, Lewis?
To touch her, you mean?
I don't know. Does she feel cold?
She would feel cold.
Pitch did indeed have a tent.
Okay. So now we got. I assume somebody took Pitch's tent.
I imagine Nigel probably would have picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
So we
Smells
got
of
2
pitch.
tents.
Yeah, you got 2 tents now.
Cool. 2
2 tents for 6 people or 7 people.
It's 2 people on watch, though, you know?
The Goliath can sleep outside.
Oh, yeah.
Casimir, if you were talking about this, he would say, I do not need to stay in the tent if you would rather stay inside.
You probably freeze out here, Casimir, in the night.
I will not. And he kind of holds up his hand, shaking, and rubs this ring slightly that's on his finger.
Oh.
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 Okay.
Get him.
My ring down.
Alright, well, we can travel another hour at least then.
Okay. So, you push on another hour. And as the road progresses, it is eventually swallowed up by an ancient, overgrown forest of snow-covered pine trees and towering oaks, rendering the path forward practically invisible.
Oh.
50
Well, shit.
feet beyond the edge of the forest, though, lies the corpse of a white-furred wolf.
Oh.
I'll move you over to...
Wake the white wolf.
Oh, don't get that song stuck in my head again.
Yeah.
Casimir comes to the front and he says, I do not know the way here.
Well, I mean, either way, we need to rest somewhere here or nearby. And we'll have to figure it out in the morning, I suppose.
Indeed. Although there may be something nearby if... And he kind of looks to the dead wolf.
Wait, what? Wolf? Where's the wolf?
So, beyond the edge of the forest...
Yeah.
Try and listen to my descriptions, Helen.
I did.
50 feet beyond the edge of the forest lies the corpse of a white-furred wolf.
Okay.
So it's close
I didn't hear the
outside the
dead.
forest.
Alright, I thought you said it ran away.
No, the corpse of a white-furred wolf.
Okay.
Sorry, didn't mean to sound like a douchebag.
Normal wolf, not a like giant dire wolf.
No, just a normal wolf. It's got white fur.
How far away from it are we?
You would have passed. You would have been walking up past it. You could investigate it if you wanted to.
I was gonna say yeah, if we got close enough.
Yeah,
See.
do me a medicine check, Meadhan.
Yes, please.
10. Okay. Meadhan, you with a 10, you managed to determine that this wolf was killed by a creature with a large hoof and was also gored with some kind of horn.
Interesting. So some blunt damage, broken bones, and then some gashes.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds messy.
You would, if you told... Would you tell the group your findings?
I mean, I'd inform them, yeah. He wouldn't sound super certain. He'd be like, I think this is what it is, but if you guys want to, see for yourself. And is there... So if he's been gashed, there'd be some blood, right?
Yes, there would be blood.
Is there any trailing? I'm rubbish with footsteps, apparently, so can I see any blood leading away from it? Trail of blood.
Not really, no. It looks like it's pooled around the wolf.
Alright, forget it. Can I see any footsteps? footprints, hoofy foot snow prints?
And you get the impression that if there were any here, they look like they've been covered up quite a while ago by the snow.
Guess it's not recent. Well, shit. Yeah, if anyone else wants to have a gander.
Actually, no. I'm just remembering my timeline.
Oh,
Do a survival check for me, Meadhan.
How will help.
With advantage. Sorry, this is my mistake.
thank you, cat. Bank bomb.
You would find a set of hooves that are heading deeper into the forest, but they do, as the forest begins to get darker, and they become almost impossible to follow at some point. I will say, Meadhan, though, with an 11, just beside the corpse of this large wolf, you see that there rests an old headstone. And carved upon its surface is an inscription that you don't understand. 20 feet beyond the stone rests a small stone obelisk that stands about 5 feet high. And carved on one side... Actually, no, you would understand the language. What am I talking about? I'm thinking the wrong thing.
I don't know.
Lewis is getting all confused with this bit. On the inscription, it would read, "Beware the fury of the mountain's defenders. Follow the dragon's gaze and remain on the path." And 20 feet beyond this stone rests a small stone obelisk, like I said, 5 feet high, and carved on one side with a sigil that looks familiar to all of you. It is that of the Order of the Silver Dragon. The sigil points in the direction of another obelisk, about 100 feet away. And this obelisk also bears the same sigil, which points further into the woods. However, you currently do not see the next obelisk.
Wait, read the thing again. Follow the path of the
Beware the
dragon's
fury
gaze.
of the mountain's defenders. Follow the dragon's gaze and remain on the path. And like I said, on one of these obelisks, you see a sigil of the Order of the Silver Dragon. And then about 100 feet away, you see another obelisk with the same sigil upon it.
This one that is slightly further away. How far away are we talking?
About 100 feet. So let me, just for reference, we've got like one obelisk here with a little dragon symbol that I'm going to just do a little... And then,
This is Nick.
100 feet away is another little...
Okay.
Has Ilkaas seen this?
Definitely looks familiar to you, the sigil. 100% looks exactly like the Order.
He'd start walking up to it and he'd be like, "Hey, look, it's me."
Like we might have your father to thank once more.
Well, you know, he was a pretty great guy.
We're the
Meadhan's
mountain
gonna head-
defenders.
What was that, Steph?
I was going to say Meadhan was going to head towards the one that's 100 feet away.
Okay. Yeah, and it would say, beware the fury of the mountain's defenders, Hannah. I'll post it in the chat just so you can refer to it.
Cal will go with me then, for safety's sake.
Thank you.
So, you make your way 100 feet to the next obelisk. However, the first... You look around and currently you don't seem to be able to spot another obelisk within distance.
Shit.
Strange.
As in after reaching this one.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Both of you do a survival check for me.
Yeah.
Assuming you're going to attempt to search for another obelisk.
Honestly, I wouldn't have searched for it. I would have just reached it, and if he couldn't see one, in sight, then probably just turned around, to be honest.
Okay.
I think Cal would, because he thinks it's better to deal with it now rather than in the morning.
Yeah.
He'd be perturbed by not seeing another one easily.
Cal,
Okay.
with
Well,
a...
then,
Sorry, go on, Meadhan.
I was gonna say if Cal would, then Meadhan would like join him. He's here. He might as well.
Okay. Cal, with a 16, you do manage to spot something, an obelisk up ahead. Looks like it's beneath a thorny bramble. Meadhan, can you also make a survival check for me, as you are technically helping with
yeah.
the search?
Yeah, I guess so. Bonk, bonk.
Get that 20, boy.
Okay.
Ooh, it was 20.
Well,
You
Don't
move
do
up to this thorny bramble, and you think that carefully you kind of move it aside with your kind of sword, your short sword, Cal, and kind of chop some of it away with the help of Meadhan's tomb hammer, kind of pulling it aside. You think that if you were searching kind of more, not as carefully, then perhaps, piercing yourself on these brambles could have been quite painful. They're quite large. But it seems you found another obelisk beneath this bramble that points off
how far away is that one from this one?
about another 100 feet.
So we're now
And-
unless everyone else is following, are we now 200 feet away from everyone?
Yeah, unless everyone else wants to follow, they're allowed to if they want.
Farrah wasn't following unless they moved away from this one, and was
They
saying,
would.
"Oh yeah, we're gonna move away." She's not watching them the whole time.
I think Cal would have just said something along the lines of, we shouldn't go much further today, but I'd like to check it just to see if we can see the next couple of these.
Yeah, in that case, then yeah, let's follow them.
Okay.
I
After
want to get 2 for them.
it points in further to the forest, and following another 100 feet, you find another obelisk that points off in another direction. However, this time, again, you cannot see another obelisk.
Okay. We need to rest, I think. We have a path to take, thanks to Ilkaas's father and his knights.
Seems so. They do mention to beware of the mountain's defenders, though, so I wonder if they'll be around this path or not.
But it says to follow the path.
Is that to get away from the defenders, or there is a wolf there?
I think the only real element of the inscription we can even pretend to be trying to go along with right now is the remain on the path part.
Yeah.
And to be careful.
Well, indeed.
We should definitely take watches then, I think. Maybe 2 people at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you set up your tents over the course of the next half hour or so, and you prepare within this cold and icy woodland set up for the night's watch. Who's doing the various perception checks? Who's taking the different watches?
Well, Farrah can take 2. She's an elf, and I assume Cal can as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Cal and Farrah can take 2.
Elf privilege, baby.
Who would want to do them with them?
Meadhan's happy too.
Casimir would help with one as well. So that's
Oh yeah.
got one, and then we need one last watch. So I think that would have to be Nigel and Helen, right? Or Nigel and Ilkaas.
Or Helen and Ilkaas.
Or Helen and Ilkaas, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, the crystal.
Yep.
Okay. In that case, then, we'll start with Cal and Farrah up first. Sorry, Cal and Ilkaas up first. Fucking Kalanrogh. Fuck my brain. Sorry, I've had such a long day today. So with advantage, if you want to make a perception check, Cal.
Oh, no, it is Ilkaas.
Okay,
Just go.
Ilkaas, yeah.
The newbie watch.
Whoops.
No, that's alright.
No, it works out any which way. Well, shit. Thank you, Ilkaas.
Okay,
You got this.
Cal, you're more distracted by the cold that's beating down upon your face, and it does definitely make you shiver as you, even with your warm weather clothing, it still is cold upon your face, and it's...
I imagine Ilkaas just talking shit about his dad next to the pillar as well, which probably bores him even more.
Ilkaas, though, you are not bothered by the cold at all. It's almost seemingly had little effect on you in the past, and you're more keenly aware of your surroundings. At one point you do listen out and you hear, back the path from where you came, you hear a number of howls in the very distance. But apart from that, your watch is mostly quiet. Cold, but quiet.
He'd say to Cal, it's like, is howling bad?
Howling is pretty ubiquitous. I haven't had many nights in all my time here where there hasn't been at least some element of howling.
Give me a quick nature check, Cal. With advantage, because I think you've been here for so long.
9.
I think even a 9 would be enough to know that sometimes you get the impression that wolves often howl in unison after a hunt is complete.
Okay. Howling may well be good for us. Might mean they're satisfied having finished their hunt.
I doubt I'm very tasty anyway. Looks at his scales.
Well, I wouldn't sell yourself short. I'm sure there's plenty of meat beneath the hard exterior.
I've never heard of anyone eating a dragon. Well, I've never read about it anyway.
I would imagine it would be a bit strange for a dragon's house to keep books about eating dragons.
I guess it's like a cat eating a human. Sort of looks up. Not that they're lower minded. You know what I mean.
I think I know exactly what you mean. But you wouldn't be wrong. Your father's given us some sense of hope and power, even in a place where power is so jealously hoarded by the Count.
I just wonder why he left a book in his library about, well, a murder mystery about a body eaten by cats. It seemed kind of strange. I didn't think that was the kind of thing he would read.
I mean, perhaps that was more for leisure rather than purpose.
I guess thanks.
Even a noble dragon hero must surely have some time where they're roaming the halls.
I wonder if any dragons ever wrote a murder mystery. He sort of looks quizzically up into the air.
Certainly he seems to inspire a love for the cryptic, and Cal gestures to the obelisk. He could have just said, head 100 feet northeast.
Sort of looks at him. It's like, do you think he carved them, or do you think he got someone else to?
No, I'm sure it was, well, I would imagine it were the knights, but I wonder if they took their lead. I've often found that those with power develop a sense of the grandiose. I'm sure when we're in Ravenloft, if we get a chance to peruse any of written works, they'll be thoroughly dense.
What was it like when you were there?
It was fast. You can think of it more like a raid than anything else. I think perhaps he allowed us through to him. I don't think he saw us as a serious threat the more I think about it, and I've thought about it a lot. It was dark, but well kept. It was impressive, in any sense of the word. In scale, in grandeur, in furnishings, in feeling it would leave you with equal parts dread and awe.
Sort of, and why do you think? What do you think he'd do if he escaped? Do you think Barovia would continue to exist, or does it? Do you think it needs him?
I think it would continue to exist. Perhaps that's just the time I've been here. This place itself has a sense of age and permanence, certainly. He is deeply ingrained. But I believe this is a place and a people. He kind of glances back to where Casimir's sleeping. This is a place and a people beyond just him. Though I'm sure he probably thinks otherwise by now.
Well, we should dig the tick out of this land's core.
I'm looking forward to it.
Glad I've never had to do that on Vlad.
Cal just laughs.
So, your watch comes to a close, and Casimir awakens alongside Farrah to complete the second watch. So, Farrah, if you'd like to roll a perception check with advantage.
Okay.
25. You are, despite the weather, and unlike Cal, who was somewhat distracted by it, you find yourself that transforming into your bear form negates much of the cold weather, and you allow your keen senses within the bear to sniff out any dangers that might be nearby. And as you do, you sniff out, and you sniff towards the corpse of the wolf that lies nearby to your makeshift camp.
Mm-hmm.
And it smells off, like rotten, almost. Doesn't smell right. But the blood almost looks fresh. It's strange.
Okay. Fresh blood, rotted corpse.
Yeah. You remember distinctly seeing more fresh blood, but there's a smell of rot in the air. And it's coming from near the corpse.
Should mention it to Casimir. If he knows anything about it.
Perhaps we should take a look.
Perhaps. You wait here, Casimir. I'll have a little look. You keep watch.
Of course.
She'll go over there.
Okay. Make a medicine check for me, Farrah.
Okay.
That's 8. Jesus, I did not know you were that good at medicine. Still not as good as Bongo, but you know. Yeah, you look over the body of this wolf, and it definitely does look like it was killed recently. And as Meadhan noted before, you can see there's a large hoof on it, and it's also been gored with some kind of horn. It strikes you as awfully familiar.
Does it look like a goat hoof?
It certainly does. And with that check as well, you also notice that upon the teeth of the wolf is like a viscous, black, sticky, blood-like substance that also looks familiar to you.
From the hand?
It's on the teeth of the wolf, and it was on the hand, yes.
Yeah.
It was on the hand.
Mhm.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm. So it was killed so it's fresh, but it's like it was rotting before while it was alive.
The wolf
That's what I'm
itself
gathering.
does not look like it's rotting. It seems like this rot smell is coming from the black blood itself. And the black blood does not seem to be the blood of the wolf.
Oh. Okay.
It's on its
So
teeth
there's
as
fresh
if it's...
normal blood around, right?
Yes, and it seems that the black sticky blood-like substance, you're not even really sure if it is blood.
Okay. So this wolf was bitten into something with
Yeah.
this blood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there black blood bleeding anywhere, like around at all?
Doesn't seem to
Anywhere
be,
on
no.
the floor?
Doesn't seem to be,
No?
no.
So it smells quite strongly.
It does smell very strongly, this black substance.
So if I were to turn into a bear again,
I imagine you'd still be
and
in
sniff it
bear
out. Okay. Yeah, it's just you talk to Casimir, so I'll have to do it again.
Oh, that's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, that doesn't matter too much. Yeah, just to like sniff if anything nearby is with that smell.
Yeah, do me a perception check.
Yeah.
With advantage, because you're a bear. They get advantage on.
Oh yeah,
smell
they do.
checks.
Yeah.
Don't really, no. It's quite a pungent smell. You think that you would be able to smell it nearby. You don't.
Okay. Can I smell for any other wolves nearby? Or that might have been nearby?
do a separate perception check with advantage. You do get the impression there's the pungent smell seems to lead off into the woods further, but it does not seem nearby. Natural 20, nice.
Okay.
The wolves, there's definitely a scent that's heading upwind from the way you came, and it's almost like it smells like the wolves are perhaps in the area that maybe if you'd followed those footprints might have led to.
Okay. So this wolf, freshly dead, has bitten into something with black blood that smells like rot. That's all I've gathered. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else right now, so I'll have to just go back and sit with Casimir.
Yeah. Is there anything
Just
else?
tell him.
You would tell him?
Yep.
Okay. Just going to do a quick check for Casimir. Would you tell him about everything you found, like the...
Oh yeah, everything, yeah.
Let's do a quick check for Casimir. He doesn't know. Yeah, he expresses he's unsure what it is as you are.
Yeah. Well, we can tell everyone else in the morning. Perhaps Cal will have an idea. He's been here the longest. Well, she thinks of Ilkaas in the wilderness anyway.
Perhaps either your friend Kalanrogh or that the nice dragonborn seems to be very well read. He was telling me about a story about the murder mystery of cats eating a body.
Well, cats would eat your body if you're dead, Casimir. But
I
you're right.
have
Perhaps he will know.
never met a cat.
You've never met a cat, Casimir?
No.
Well, do you want to see one?
He kind of looks to you, kind of like unsure for a second, and probably the first time you've ever seen, he has a very light kind of smile to him, and says, "I would like that."
Well, give it an hour. I'll turn into one.
Don't worry about that. This is purely roleplay.
Yeah.
Be sitting there so excited and anxious, like, ooh, a kitty.
Yeah, so Farrah would show him the form of a kitty. Oh, you want to make it bigger, Lewis, so I can see it.
Oh, it's Bernard.
It's Bernard.
He would be noticeably kind of excited by this small cat in front of him, and he would kind of like, his hands shaking, he would kind of like slowly kind of like pat you on the head.
She would like rub her head into his hand and then climb onto his lap and sit.
He's he just kind of very softly, almost like he's not trying to hurt you. He's very like, his hands shaking, and he like a tremble that he seemingly can't control. He's,
Then he strokes her back, and his tremble goes away. Just because it's so cute.
Yeah, go for it. I like that.
And then she just sits on his lap calmly. She is watching as well. She's doing the watch at the same time as being a cat. But
and the rest of your watch passes without incident. So the final part of the watch is, I believe, with Nigel and the crystal, right? So if both of you want to make, or one of you with advantage, perception checks for me.
Do you want me to do it, Helen?
Yes.
Mm,
19.
19.
Nigel, the cold is not even an issue to you, and you're very focused on the events of the past few days, and you watch carefully as your father-in-law with you just sits against a tree. He looks particularly cold, and his hands are almost turning blue. They're so cold, but he's alive, and he sits there shackled. But your focus on him does not distract you from your surroundings, and the occasional sound of snow dropping from branches further into the wood sometimes startles you, but you quietly listen out for anything that might disturb your companion's night rest and are found lacking.
hang on a minute. His stepdad is just kind of... Father-in-law is just chilling there in the snow.
I assume you didn't want to give him the tent.
Well, no, but he's just going to die of cold, right? He hasn't got a ring of warmth.
Not that cold yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
We haven't got another tent.
I assume you would have put warm weather clothing on him.
We could do, yeah. And we got blankets.
Yeah. He's definitely not that cold yet.
Yet.
Yeah. Emphasis on yet. So, your watch passes that incident, and you awake in the early hours of the morning, about 6 a.m. From this distance, all you can see is trees surrounding you, and then almost like a sheer cliff face of mountain that goes thousands of feet up on... Would it be like on your left side? To the east. So, are you guys heading back into the forest following the obelisks?
I think so.
Okay. In that case.
She will tell everyone what she thought of the wolf in the night, though.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone's got any idea.
Yeah, the only persons who might have an idea. Cal and Ilkaas both roll history checks for me. And make it slightly high DC for one of them. And Ilkaas.
The illest Cass in town.
Kiri G. Okay. Ilkaas, you're... I'm not sure. You certainly think Black Blood sounds like aberrations. You've definitely read about aberrations. It sounds familiar in that regard, but specifically what it could be, I mean, you have no idea. It could be any kind of aberration. I imagine Ilkaas listing off a number of ones he read in a book. But specifically, you can't determine exactly. Cal, with that history check...
he would probably just go around and then, like, for 20 minutes and then reach no conclusion.
Yeah.
But my favourite type of beholder is...
Cal, though, you with a 20, with what Ilkaas is talking about, and while he's kind of like droning on, and you're like, okay, and you kind of think about hearing of an old legend within the mountains, and it kind of just springs out at you that you might have heard from perhaps times that Cal might... I mean, would Cal have interacted with people at all in his time in Barovia, or would he be completely isolated?
I was just thinking of that. I think he would have shared a campfire with hunters on a very rare occasion, but Cal's been here for a very long time.
Yeah.
So even like a few times a year,
I think this
would
still
still add up a fair bit.
About 200 years ago, you would have heard from a first quite a startled hunter near Kresk, who would have told you the story of a creature that he called Sangzor.
Sangzor.
He called it the demon goat of Mount Gakis. And it's almost like it almost like became lost to memory, but all this adding up together is like something like, oh yeah, like a ping in your head.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, you don't know anything about it. He just said it stalked the mountains and killed travelers, and I think you probably would have been having a conversation with this guy, like maybe you would have asked like why, like what's to the south and what's in the mountains, and maybe asking questions from his hunting experience, and he would have told you he would never dare travel in the mountains because of Sangzor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. He'd say, this might sound mad, but a very long time ago I shared a campfire, and then he'd tell the information. I know it sounds strange, but the clues seem to point this way.
There's not much strange since we've been here, to be honest. Everything is strange.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely got a good idea to look out for it, at least. Everyone knows to look out for, well, descriptive-wise, something with goat hooves and horns and what you described.
Yes, and also to keep in mind, the hunter was no shrinking man. He was a capable and well-muscled, sharp-eyed individual, and yet the fear I saw in his eyes when he talked about this creature, we should very much be on guard.
certainly. We almost debate whether I should remain as a creature with heightened senses just to make sure we can see it coming, perhaps. Perhaps as a bear. Smell it coming.
If you want.
Yeah, I would feel safer.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you a signal should I smell something coming. It's just an added protection, yeah. We should follow the little beacons.
Okay, so Farrah is transforming into a bear in the next 3 hours, and the rest of you, well, all of you, 4 hours, sorry. The rest of you are following the obelisks, and you follow the path you already have within the bramble that Meadhan and Cal cleared, and to the next one, 100 feet away from that. The point's off further into the forest, but this one you cannot see either. You see, what you do see is there's a small mound at the heart of a chill, opaque mist. Can whoever's searching, please make a quick perception check for me. But don't do it all at once. Do one at a time. Decide who's going to make them, and then I'll tell you.
Farrah is not searching, but she is searching for at the surroundings, like, you know. For
is she looking, or is she
stuff.
just smelling?
Both.
Okay, then roll a perception check first for me, then not with advantage because you're not really.
Well, I mean, you sniff at the same time as seeing, right? So.
True. This particular thing is not with advantage, I'll say that much.
It's not for the beacon, it's just for the goat thing.
Okay, if you're just doing it specifically not for the beacon, roll with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, Farrah, there's no sense of rot in the air at all.
Okay.
You don't pick it out. So
She's leaving the searching for beacon for everyone else.
Whoever is searching for the beacon, please make your first roll. Okay, Cal. You look further into the woods and you don't spot it. But as you're moving closer to this chill, opaque mist, you find yourself here. Would you please put your tokens here-ish, please?
Was that all of us?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Not adjust Ilkaas.
Oh my god.
This is still by the
Ilkaas.
I'll resave this token because it's by the Argynvost'Ra.
Oh, I'd love a pocket-sized Ilkaas. That'd be great. Just sits in your pocket, Meadhan, and casts Dragon Breath on you.
That's freaking
Oh
easy.
my god.
So as you get closer to this, where's Nigel? He's only fallen asleep.
Nigel.
Possibly.
He's the Nigelist man in town.
I'll drag him out. I'll drag Lionel Holton out as well. Oh god, he's big as well.
I took off some extra rations because we would have been feeding him as well.
Thank you. So
We're down to 17.
if you want to move yourselves in a bit closer, as Cal is searching the area, sort of into this opening area, just anywhere, position yourself where your character might be. I'd say Nigel would just sort of be next to Farrah, probably.
Farrah's just kind of like, walking around, just sniffing like, everywhere, basically.
Yep.
Like, yeah, like that.
And Ilkaas and Crystal, I assume you're staying there?
Yeah.
Okie doke. In that case, as you get closer, Cal, you notice, looking up now, you see, it looks like the beacon is on top of this rock in the centre.
Well, shit.
But as you're looking around and making quite a lot of noise as you do, from beyond the trees, Let me just quickly roll something.
Uh-oh.
Spaghettios!
What's your passive perception, Cal?
My passive perception is 14.
Okay. God, I need to sneeze. Okay. What's the highest passive perception in the group?
It's
I've
Farrah, right?
got passive perception 18.
18. Does anyone have 16 or lower? Or higher, sorry. Apart from Farrah, who's obviously got 18.
No.
Thank you, Doke.
Nope.
So, from emerging from the side of the woods, suddenly you decide to start to see these awful snow-like creatures appearing from the
my God.
woods. And
Uh-oh.
everyone except for Farrah is the only one who noticed them immediately because they blend in the environment, is surprised.
Shit.
Oh,
Could
get
you-
surprised anyway, but yeah.
Oh, you don't, yeah?
Yeah.
Unless you've got some kind of effect. So, everyone, could you please roll initiative for me?
Oh, yeah.
Beat that, guys.
I will.
Shit. Yeah, take that, Ilkaas.
Oh yeah.
If you don't mind doing Nigel for me, Tom.
It's a snowman.
Schnee! Schnee!
Nigel,
shit.
your father-in-law is in some danger there.
Actually, it's a snow golem.
Nigel Fitzwilliam Montague Winkler.
Nice.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Just holds the father-in-law above his head. Can't get him.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that unless Nigel puts him somewhere, he's gonna be moving at half movement. If he's
Ooh.
holding him.
And
On the big
attacking
rock.
one-handed, maybe?
Yeah, attacking one-handed. That's a great shout. That's a Cal, Bearform, Ilkaas, Crystal, Meadhan, and Nigel. Perfect. So, Nigel is surprised. The snow golems.
I am not surprised.
You're not, but they go before you anyway.
Whoosh.
Just know
That's
them.
fine.
And snowlums.
Snowlums.
This one is going to roll a d4 and decide between Ilkaas and... Actually, no, a d6 between Nigel's father-in-law, Ilkaas, and the crystal. So 1, 2, Nigel's father-in-law, 3, 4, Ilkaas, 5, 6. For fuck's sake.
Whoa.
Of course.
It's worth remembering that Nigel's father-in-law isn't there. He's like slung over Nigel's shoulder.
That's true. He would probably be back here then, actually. You're right. In that case, then I'll re-roll. I'll do 1, 2, Ilkaas, 3, 4, the crystal. Ilkaas. So... Oh, whoops, I forgot to pop the thing up. It's going to make 3 attacks against Ilkaas.
Ooh.
Yeah, bring it, bitch.
First is an 11 to hit.
Nope.
The second is also an 11, which misses.
Ooh, getting lucky.
And a 19.
Yeah, that one hits.
It deals 3 points of bludgeoning and 5 cold, which I think is halved for you.
It is.
So to 2, so 5 damage in total.
Bad.
Big hitters. This one here is going to attack the crystal. I'm going to tick these off with a little... let's just go yellow. This one is going to attack
Yellow snow.
crystal.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that, but perfect. 3 attacks. Boom, boom, boom. 13, a 15, and a 14. I think all miss you, correct, Crystal?
What was that, sorry?
A 13, a 15, and a 14. I think they all miss you.
Yeah, they all miss.
Yeah. This one down here It's gonna move its full movement 10 feet to get to
Oh,
here. And it's gonna make a ranged attack against Meadhan and throw a snowball. Look at this modifier. It's so
yellow
good.
snowball.
Oh, I rolled a 4 and it got a 4. It misses. This guy's gonna move 10 feet and throw a snowball at Cal. I
Motherfucker.
don't think this can hit unless it's a natural 20.
Oh.
This one here is going to go boom, boom. It can get in range. It's going to make 3 attacks against Cal. Oh no, they actually do make 3 snowball attacks. That's my bad. I'll do 2 more against Meadhan. Nope. And I'll make 2 more
They got
against...
disadvantage as well, right?
Oh,
Why?
because of his cloak, yeah.
Oh yeah, well they fucking missed anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And against Cal. Nope, I think they miss as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
20 now.
So this one is going to make 3 attacks with its slam attack, which is slightly better. Nope, all missed.
Nope.
These guys are fucking rocking it. This guy is going to move here though. With advantage. First attack. Misses. Second attack. Hits! 20. Dealing
Motherfucker.
8 bludgeoning and 5 cold damage.
Oh,
And
you
the
will die first.
Final one. Misses.
Does, yeah.
And then this one up here is going to move to Farrah.
Mm-hmm.
First attack. Oh wait, not the advantage, sorry. Reroll that.
Hey, it's with advantage.
Oh, wait.
So
Oh yeah,
this
you're
guy.
right, yeah. 19
Yeah.
hits.
Anyway, yeah.
5 bludgeoning, 7 cold for 12 points of damage in total.
Yep.
Second attack. It's 23.
Yep.
For 8 plus 7 is 15 points of damage. And then finally...
Yep.
These are my heavy hitters. Where were these when I needed Cal? And 6 plus 8 for 14 damage. And this one over here, the final one. We'll do 3 slam attacks. 1, 20 hits on Farrah.
God,
Oh,
hang on,
yeah.
I'm trying to keep up over here.
It's the anti-bear squad.
11 points of damage. The second one.
Hang on, I'm super confused. I'm taking away 4.
So in total you had
So 11, so that's the 14, then what?
then 11. So 11.
And then 11.
11.
Takes the bear form out, okay.
And then the next attack does another 8 points of damage.
And then 8 on Farrah, okay.
I think that was all of its attacks. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's right. Right, then Meadhan is surprised. The crystal is surprised. Farrah, it's your go.
Oh, hang on. Alright. Okay. Well, let's turn back into a bear.
Blip,
Fuck it.
blip.
And let's multi-attack on the... Which one hit me the most? Well, they both hit me the most. Let's hit that one.
Okie doke. First attack. Yours is magic.
Ding?
It is magical, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your hits. Okay. It does hit then. 5
Alright.
damage. And 11.
And 11.
Okay. Not bad. Cal is surprised.
Yeah.
Ilkaas is surprised. Nigel, it's your go.
Mm.
Oh, she's half asleep.
Hold on.
Is that
we'll be able to hear her phone. Hold on.
I know.
Oh my god.
Hello?
Hey,
Right.
I'm good.
Snoring.
How you doing?
Yeah, fine. How are you doing?
I'm good.
What,
You're fighting. You're Nigel hitting the baddies.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm here. Okay. Sorry, I joined in and everybody was sort of dispersed, so I was like, oh, okay. Guess we're waiting. Okay, cool. Assuming that's Bear Farrah.
Yes.
Okay.
Big bear
Got
Farrah.
all these snow golems around you.
Snow them.
Here and here and
Yeah.
here.
You're gonna meet up to here. We're gonna rage.
Rage.
So, back. Roll a d8.
Don't forget to mention to Anja that she is carrying
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
carrying a motherfucker.
Yeah, you're carrying your father-in-law over your shoulder.
So your speed is currently halved until you find a place to put it.
That is shadowy tendrils lash around you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must succeed on a con save or take 1d12 necrotic damage. You also
Nice.
gain 1d12 temporary hit points.
Oh my god, it's all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom.
Well, can you see these ones?
Oh
'Cause they're
no,
behind the
yeah,
rock.
you're right. No, so just the ones on the left side. Can you start tracking from top left to then go anti-clockwise, Tom? for
Yep.
me? Is it a
Here it is.
Yeah, Kieran.
Is this an overhang?
Yes, it would be.
Okay.
Is it a con save? Sorry.
Yep.
Good. Oh, whoops, rolled I'll tell you that as 2 rolls. 6 and a 7, both fail.
Fuck, I'm drawing in white like an idiot.
Third one gets a 19, passes. One down gets a 9, which fails, and the last one gets a 7, which fails. So they all take 1 damage.
Awful.
Hey man, that's 4 damage for
Yeah.
free. And then roll another d12, Nigel, for your temporary hit points.
I already did that.
You have to roll them separately.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
was
I
that?
did.
Well, that was the temporary hit points. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So now you roll for the damage they take then.
Is that a D12?
Yep, straight d12 again.
Okay, that's
Nice.
better.
There we go, 7 damage.
So not that much. And then this one. Oh, man, that did a lot of damage then in the end.
Yeah, it's a really good one to roll.
That one passed. It's just these 2.
That subclass gets cool at higher levels because you get to roll every turn with the bonus action.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Get a new thing.
I made Bugly Bug Snapper one of them.
Oh yeah! Bugly bugs.
Right, Nigel, it's your turn now that you're raging.
So he's gonna use Doomthine's Wrath.
Whack it.
Whack it.
'Cause
Don't
imagine
just
you got-
tap it.
Nah,
Whack it.
29 definitely hits. Fuck me.
14.
14.
No, you're attacking one-handed because
Oh,
you've got
yeah.
your father-in-law over your shoulder.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for remembering, Tom. 11.
Why am I carrying him in a fight with snow golems?
Or you can put him down somewhere if you want, but you gotta figure out where you're gonna put him.
Straight up
Nah.
drop him beside you. Boom.
And he might get bopped.
Yeah.
Oh no. what-
No. Okay. So 11.
Yep.
Second one.
Oh.
Hits.
13. Oh. Sweet.
These guys have got the best AC. They're really slow and shambling, I will say that much. 17. Okay.
And yet they got the drop on us.
Yep. They rolled a 16 on their stealth check with a -2.
Fuck.
Sorry, 18 -2 to get a 16. Snow golems. This one
Here come the pain.
is going to make 3 attacks against Ilkaas. This one here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, wait, I made 4 by accident. 19, 18, and a 22.
Hey, all hit.
Fuck.
So, 7 damage on the first. I'm halving it for you. 3, and then so 7 damage on the second. And then 8 damage on the third. And this one down here is going to attack Le Cristal. 3 attacks.
Agatha Crystal.
A 19. Does a 19 hit? I'm pretty sure 17 misses.
No.
You got 20 AC now.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
So those will miss. This one down here is going to move up to Meadhan. Boom, boom, boom.
Everyone's got 1 to fight and Cal's got 3.
Yep. 16. Does that hit Meadhan?
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Oh, you're
Cloak.
right. So 12 would miss. The natural one would definitely miss. And then we'll do one more with disadvantage. Another natural one. So this one definitely misses. And he's got disadvantage on his next attack. This one down here is going to move up to Cal, surrounding him. Going to make 3 attacks. Boom, boom, boom.
They're with advantage. Oh no, that one doesn't
No,
have advantage.
all miss. This one does have
When
advantage.
you got no place to go.
Come on. 1 hit
Yeah!
for 11 damage.
I am the Tonk.
And this guy up here, 3 slam attacks. 1, 2, 3. 1 hits again for 10 points of damage.
Ow.
Okay, that's starting to maybe get down a
Starting
bit.
to whittle, yeah.
And then this one up here is going to attack Farrah with advantage. Boom, boom, boom. 10, 20, and a 20 to 10 hit? No, right?
No.
These 2 do hit, though. 8 plus 7 is 15. Plus 10 to 25 points of damage in total.
Okay.
And then this one here is going to hit Nigel.
All of it's halved against Nigel.
Yeah. These things are not smart. All hit though, I think. Yep. I think Nigel. What's Nigel's AC now, Anja? I think it should be 17.
Huh.
He's falling asleep again.
Most likely.
Pretty sure it's 17.
16, but I don't know if she's equipped the thing.
Probably not.
Oh no, she has got it equipped, yeah.
16.
16. Yeah.
We'll update that thing. So they do all hit. So half, so that's 3 plus 5 is 8 on the first. If you do that for me, Tom, on D&D Beyond, and then tell me what the other thing is after. And then 2, 7.
You're halving it all, yeah?
Yeah. And then 4.
Down to 67.
Thank you. Right, that is the Snow Golem's turn. Meadhan!
I will say, I think you've forgotten Casimir.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
Oh.
He's off having a piss.
I'm gonna put him literally at the bottom because I forgot.
Yep.
And
I only thought of him because I was like, it'd be really great if I could fly right now.
And I will say he turned up slightly late. He was trailing behind, I'll say. Yeah, I'm literally going to just put him right at the end. There we go. Meadhan.
Meadhan is going to shimmy and pirouette around this big mother trucker. And after his recent battles, having suffered the effects of frightening, he's going to whip out his pipes
Ooh.
and give him a little play. I've now decided that this is what they sound like. I'm sure some of you may remember and be familiar.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Starts playing away at that, and I think I measured it right. They should all get hit.
Got this loud. What does it do again? I cannot remember off the top of my head.
I'm trying to bang. That one. There.
Each creature 30 feet hears you. Just a wisdom save.
Come on, be frightenable, be frightenable, be frightenable.
Let me check. Fortunately, they are immune to being frightened. I'm sorry.
I knew it! Every time. Every time.
Is that your turn?
No, from that he gets very upset and then he rages.
Yeah.
He just thinks, I'm just not good enough!
Right, the crystal, it is your go.
Yeah, Crystal's gonna punch the guy.
Okay. Ten hits.
Hey!
8 plus 10 damage. Second attack. Oh,
Oh my days.
Helen might be about to wreck this guy. Plus 2d8. 6, 8, 9, 10, 15. And any more attacks, Helen, or?
Yeah, that's one.
Oh, yep, hits. 10 plus a d8. 11.
Fucking hell. All the ones.
So sad.
Is that it?
No, do one more.
One more. Yep. 6 plus 6 is 12. That thing's looking rough. Just beaten into this snow golem. It's like it's just like there's all these marks in these crystal-shaped marks. It kind of looks like an art piece a little bit.
Does it fall over though? That's what I
Oh,
want.
that's a good question. Is it a dex save, I believe?
Yeah, Dex.
Yeah, it probably does. Yeah, it got a 1. It's fallen over.
What an idiot.
Farrah.
Well, let's regain some health. 8, 16, 24.
Farrah's like, I don't need to heal you guys now. I can heal myself.
Yeah. And let's punch him. I'll bite him.
Yeah. 15 hits. And 14 hits as well. Which one are you hitting?
This one.
19 points of damage. Nice.
Oh.
Gonna be
No,
fucking mortified when I tell
It's
her.
fucking on recording. It's going on YouTube.
What's that?
That woke her up. Don't you dare. Cal, it's your go, surrounded by snow golems.
I think the tactically smart option would just be to dodge in this case, but that's not fun. So
Is there enough room for you to squeeze back and past that one?
I would say no.
Yeah.
Have you got to get back to the wall? Like,
Yeah, it's pretty back to the wall there, I'd say.
Okay. Oh, that's also an interesting option, actually.
Because in reality, he would have probably actually gone like this.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to bonus action Shield of Faith myself.
Okay.
Nice.
So now my AC is 22.
Now,
You little bastards. And then I will make 2 attacks on the one to the top.
yeah.
With the short sword of wounding. So
Does that mean they
first one-
literally can't hit you?
They can. They need to roll an 18 or higher. Both hit. Can't miss these guys, Cal.
Oh yeah, I found my perfect enemy. So first attack, 8. Second attack, 9, and I will smite on the second one.
Okey-doke.
First level. I'm assuming they're not undead,
They're not undead, no.
so just 2d8.
Depends if you think water. This ice is dead water, yeah? Mm.
Oh, big brain!
bamboozled me.
27 damage total,
Yep.
and that is my full turn.
Okey-doke. Ilkaas, it's your go.
Ilkaas is going to bonus action. 3rd level Dragon's Breath and make it a Fireboy bonus action.
Yep.
And as his action, he's just going to we go in front of him.
Nice. So that is a Dex save, I want to say.
Is he
Yeah,
gonna
it
hit
is.
Casimir though?
I think so.
Only 15 feet.
15
Yeah.
feet.
Okay.
Yeah, he's fine. Well, this guy's probably going to fail. Let's find out. 11. Fails, right?
Yeah, that fails.
Roll that damage.
Kieran, you should synergize with Casimir so then you can become Casimir.
Fuck's sake.
I like that.
They do seem quite buddy.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
Okay, it's been a long day. Holy shit. Okay, that 16 turns into a 32 points of damage.
Yeah. Oh man, imagine being a fucking scorching ray guy right now. Just be like,
Yes.
pew pew pew.
Oh yeah.
Everything dies. Yeah, where's Ember? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he still up?
He is, yeah.
Fuck
But he's
me.
definitely
Okay.
melting away.
Just trying to move it. You can move someone better. It's going to be fair in front of the guy.
Okay. Casimir. Fuck. 14, 15, 20, 30. You just hear from the distance. Cow, he just shouts, sorry, and he's gonna cast do it at third level. He's going to cast Fireball, centered
Oh!
on that area.
That's fine.
They are. Oh, they can pass it and get half damage. Okay, so the one at the top fails, fails, fails. They're all instantly dead.
Nice.
I'll take it. Definitely worth.
That is his turn. Nigel. Ugh. Yeah, it might have to be you again, Tom.
No problem. My name is Nigel. I'm here to smash.
I hate my father-in-law. My wife is dead.
You know what? Because I get to be Nigel, we're going to reckless attack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What is this? Holy
Oh, let's fucking go. It's only one-handed though, so 9 plus 5 plus 2 is 16 damage on the first hit against the one above.
shit! Second attack, still standing.
This one he's just gonna like poke it out, like he's just gonna knock this thing's head off. Reckless.
Definitely hits. And
16 damage.
It is dead.
Yeah. Nigel does a roar. No, he doesn't do a roar. Yep, that's him.
And the snow golems. This one here is going to be on Ilkaas. Boom, boom, boom. 16, 17, and a 6.
First 2 hit.
5 plus 1, 6 damage on the first. Plus 7 damage on the second, and that's it. This one here will get up. Oops, did the wrong thing. And will attack the crystal. 3 attacks, boom, boom, boom. 19 misses, 14 misses, 23 does hit though. For 17 damage to you, the crystal.
What?
Dang.
And then this one next to Meadhan. It's disadvantage on its first hit. And then is the thing anyway. So 10 misses. Second attack, you got the cloak. 17 hits though.
Yeah, man.
3.5, so 6 damage to you. Oh no, 1. So 1 plus 3, so that is 4 damage to you because you're raging.
Around cold resistance.
Yeah, that's including that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then the last one is a straight roll. It hits. So 1 and then 4, so 5 damage on the second one.
And 9 altogether.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then just one up next to Farrah. Just straight attacks. Boom, boom, boom.
Can it break the bear?
17, 15, and a 12, I think all hit.
Yep.
16 plus 16 is 32 plus Jesus, 32 fucking hell, 51 points of damage. That's exactly
right on the
enough.
money.
Oh, it broke the bear!
Broke the bear.
Damn, those were some good damage rolls.
Trying to keep it up.
A 5 and a 6, a 6, a 3 and a 6, and a 5. That's so good.
Yeah, that's super strong.
That is their go. Meadhan.
Right, see something. That should work a bit better. I'm gonna smack him with that ever-burning torch of mine.
Ooh. Yeah, make a let's say improvised weapon. So you're not proficient with them. So just make a.
Mm-hmm.
It would just be a strength check.
Just a strength one.
Mm-hmm. Hit.
What?
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah. So roll a d4
Okay.
and then roll me a d8.
A D4 and then a D8.
Yeah, d4 just for the
D4.
general bludgeoning because you're hitting into it, and
Bonk.
it's actually immune to non. No, technically it's a magical item, so it does actually work.
Oh.
Okay, and then a d8
I got on the floor.
for 14 points of damage because it's fire doubled.
Bastard. Oh wait, I still get multi-attack, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do it again. Oh, come on.
Actually misses.
Ah.
I'm sorry.
I'm mad.
Is that your go, Meadhan?
Yeah, fuck it. They're slow. Let's shimmy on over here and help out Helen.
Okay, we'll get an
Oh,
attack
sorry.
of opportunity against you.
Yeah, bring it on. At disadvantage. Well,
I don't think it is, because
Yeah.
I think it reactivates the start of your next turn. But
yeah.
it does miss
Well-
anyway, so.
Well, yeah. So this was it reactivated at the start of this turn. I'm just.
Oh yeah, you're right. I missed anyway, so whatever. I'll roll again just in case
Holy
it gets
shit.
a natural one.
That's a great turn order.
The crystal, it's your go.
Hmm.
Work.
I guess I will punch the guy again.
With advantage because of Meadhan.
Hey.
Definitely hits. And it's dead.
Hooray!
Destroyed.
Now I'll go punch this one.
Yeah. Definitely hits. Plus your d8. 17 damage.
Not bad. Another one?
Yep. Hits. Plus 16. Nice.
Damn.
It's better. That's cool. Thank you.
No bonus? Oh, that was your bonus.
Yeah.
Right. Farrah.
Farrah pulls out all the close range spells in none.
We'll say you have seen these things melt pretty significantly to both Casimir and Ilkaas' fire.
Oh yeah, I'd love to do produce flame at disadvantage though.
I mean, they're AC. So
Yeah, I was just
you're probably
debating
fine.
I think you'd have the
whether or
natural
not
one to miss.
really that low,
They got 8.
isn't it? Oh, okay, that's fair enough then. Let's do a disadvantage.
Yeah, hits for 22 points of fire damage, and it's dead.
Yeah. Nice.
Cal, it's your go.
Coughs out some soot. Being fireballed. But he will move up this way. That was 20 feet. So that's his full movement. And he will just check something. It seems a waste. He will just do a dancing scimitar attack against the one Helen's fighting.
Yep.
Actually, no, against the one Ilkaas is fighting.
Okay.
crystal can handle her
Hits.
own chisel. Yee! 10 magical slashing damage.
Nice. These guys would be fucking great if you didn't have all magical stuff, because they're immune to non-magical damage.
Oh god!
Yeah.
Put one against a low-level party and watch them all die.
Yeah.
Slowly killed by the snowman. I will action. Am I next to anyone? Yeah, I'm next to Ilkaas. I will. I can't see Ilkaas's health because of Nigel's bar.
It is fairly low, 32.
How much
72.
would top him back up?
40.
You can have 30 of that. As Cal places the reassuring hand on his back and channels Elistray's divine will to lay on hands, heal you 30 hit points.
Woo.
That's my turn.
Nice, Ilkaas, and then it's your go.
Ilkaas. Just gonna try and breathe down this last guy.
Dex save. No. I mean, it's probably dead, but let's see. If you roll real bad.
Wait.
Yeah,
He didn't roll real bad.
Yeah, it's definitely dead. Does he say any kind of cool catchphrase as he burns the snowman down?
He's like, you're ice, but no, you're actually water now.
And Casimir is going to move up to here, next to Cal, and just looks at him again and says, sorry. And then it's going to aim a firebolt at this one here. And he kills it!
Yeah.
And with that, combat is over.
You've nothing to be sorry for. You freed me from 3 of them. Plus, it was nice to feel warm in this accursed place for a while.
I am glad I could help.
I will say, if I get a choice of the menu of Casimir's magical spells in the future, I will be choosing flying over getting fireballed, but whatever works.
I can also make you invisible.
That is also tempting.
Even when you hit things, you will remain invisible.
That's very impressive. Though, I want Strahd to see my face when we cut him down.
Of course. He kind of looks to the beacon at the top.
Yeah. What does it look like? Just
You'd
the same
have-
as the other one?
You'd have to, yeah, it does, but you'd have to climb up to see which direction it's pointing.
Oh.
You want a boost, Ilkaas?
Yeah.
These are your father's knights obelisks.
Yeah, you're right. I should be the one to go up there.
That gave me slight Marlin vibes.
Ew.
I'm the big man.
Yeah, you're right.
So you climb to the top of this small rocky mound in the center and find this beacon in the center that, with your father's sigil upon it, points in this direction. And with that, as you begin to move out in the direction of this beacon, we will end today's session.
Nice.